fucking Orchard Man was coming up from the mine shaft.
Yeah, we made it back to town. Found out that business is booming in town. And we all kind of did our own thing. I became a blacksmith master. I don't know what Eddie did. Eddie got berated by some wizard asshole.
He was taking wizard school and not doing so hot in it.
Yeah, I don't remember what Elris or Fang were doing.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, Fang was like studying demons or something.
Yeah. No, he wasn't even here.
Yeah,
he was here last time.
Last couple sessions.
Yeah, he was here last time.
Oh, ignore me. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, guys.
Yeah, so I think they
were at the bar and buying us some room and board, I think, when some people came out from the pit, and they are all of our enemies.
No, just one of them.
Or opposites at the very least.
Can you repeat that?
Basically.
Nope, it was just a recap.
So I think what we're going to do, kind of like to set some expectations for it, is you guys still had some time before we kind of like continue with the adventure, because I know each one of you wanted to still do some stuff. So, and I kind of wanted to slow it down a bit to give some, because you guys haven't actually just sit and talked in character in a while. So I
think most people are okay with that, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to open that up a bit. I like that.
Oh.
So.
Well, that's because your fam group does that really well.
Yeah, but it's also the. I feel like that's the next level of.
I mean, I love doing that, but
yeah. So,
like I said, most people probably.
I just feel like I care about it as much as I do putting a mod in Skyrim that makes me cold.
Okay, but role playing in a role playing game is much more.
But I can role play without having zero action, or I can role play in action too. I mean, I'm not like that concerned about it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I want people to. Anyway, what you guys have seen last is you were in the Ruby Maw, which was the big tavern that was built over the entranceway, and it's like a giant well in the middle that had like a mechanical door that kind of interlocked that would like close shut. And while you guys were down there, and the tavern's filled with adventurers. Like there's a bunch of people who look the mercenary type, and it's a loud, boisterous kind of environment. And then
right,
you guys had it's 300 gold to descend down into the Ruby Maw, and the proprietor of the whole place is Gundren Rockseeker, and he has a collection of all these weird artifacts that have been brought up. And while you guys were in the tavern, kind of like meeting, just catching up after you guys for about 2 weeks of doing your own thing, you kind of meet back at the inn where you guys were sleeping. And the central well opened up, and then a lift came up on a winch, and you saw... first, it was Darren Eatermath, the old retired guy
that's his name.
from 5 years ago, and he seems to have come out of retirement, and he's going down in there. You saw an odd furry creature that looked a little bit like Silas, but taller, feminine, and black and white. And then you saw Riven, the dragonborn monk that has some beef with Elris. And then you also saw a rogue-looking guy who has his hood up, his face obscured, very edgelord reaper-looking kind of guy.
Calling it now, it's Colin's dad.
Great. And then, so that's this. You just see them. They have not seen you guys immediately yet. What are you guys doing?
I haven't seen.
I am scurrying over to Elris. Wait, are they there? I couldn't remember where we left off. But
everybody's
I don't think they were there.
I think everybody's.
Oh, they were.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
So we're already all together. Then I'm assuming.
I'm gonna talk to people, and I'm gonna ask, just ask around, like, for people who have been inside like the hole, like what was it like? What did they see?
Okay.
I wanna, like conversate with
So you
somebody.
guys don't interact with the other party that came up out of the well.
No.
So they actually are calling out then as the doors start to close shut behind them. You hear
They're going in.
They're going up. They have just came out. And the doors are closing shut like after they had gotten off. And then you see Riven kind of looks at the guy closing the winch. And he's just like, hold on, there's one more coming. And everyone's like looking a little confused. And then you see as the doors are going like closing shut, two hands grab them and start to force them apart. And then you see a woman with like kind of like really tattered clothes, kind of burned and scarred. Her face is like has a mess of scars on it. She has like bright red hair, and she opens the door, lunges out, and a set of arrows go and thunk into the ceiling after her. And she like lands out, and the doors close shut. And she like brushes off her worn, dirty clothes, and then she goes to join the rest of the group. And they,
I'm gonna slam my staff down and call out Riven upon hearing his call. After hearing him call out to the guy operating the winch, I'm going.
Ellis, wait.
Who's Riven again?
Why? I mean, we can just.
Riven
them.
turns to look towards the source of the sound.
I'm gonna call out. Oh, hold on. Let me plug in my Mac.
Riven's like the guy who has beef with Kyle, right?
Yeah.
I'm calling out to Riven that asking him why he ambushed us back in the forest years ago, telling him that he is beneath that kind of action.
Shane, I'm scrambling to try to make
Okay.
my scarf a makeshift cloak. Cover as much of my face as possible.
I'm just chilling.
He's
with my arms spread.
he's ignoring you. Riven ignores Elris. I mean Silas looks right towards Elris and just kind of growls. You see a little smoke come out of his nostrils. He's like, "I thought you were finally dead."
I think we both did. I'm gonna start approaching him, and then I'm gonna have him in a
There's
way
like-
that he can see Arcadus.
There's an
I'm gonna
error.
throw Silas or Elris a bardic inspiration real quick.
All right. There's an air of tension, except he seems to not be instantly hostile. He just refers to you. He says, "You're just a ghost, Elris. You just keep popping up and haunting me." And then he continues, "I've abandoned the temple that you took down when you left."
You again say that the temple somehow fell once I left. What do you mean?
The master died. You took something precious. It held the temple together. And after the master was gone, the relic was gone, there was nothing left holding it together. Everyone went their separate ways. And then he like pokes you in the chest really hard, and he's just like, and he gets right under your face. He's like, "And I went looking for you. And then you disappear 5 years. Like I said, you're just a ghost now, haunting me."
Did we know? Yeah, we already knew that 5 years passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Okay,
were
okay,
told.
okay. Never mind.
And he's
I sort of just stared down. Not, I guess, sort of turn my gaze in sort of sadness to myself and disappointment. And maybe I'm going to murmur to myself a few choice words.
He like shakes his head and he turns. He's just like, "Just leave me alone, Elris. I'm done with the past." And he starts
Going
to
to,
like walk.
I'm going to stop him.
Okay. How do you stop him? Just like with a word or with a touch?
I'm sort of going to stop him from sort of turning back, approaching the other direction. I'm going to ask him for a favor.
A favor?
You touch his you touch
Like
him?
his shoulder, yeah.
So as you touch him, do a dexterity saving throw. You actually both rolled the exact same number.
Bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
It's true.
Okay, we'll say
The-
if you want to roll your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, was that like it's a plus
1d8.
6, right?
D8, actually.
Is it an 8?
Was it 1d8?
Jeez.
Yeah,
Damn.
you add a D8 to your roll.
So you even have to roll?
Yeah.
A 7. Let's go. You fucking crushed that dex save. Teamwork.
So as soon as your hand touches his shoulder, he whirls around trying to catch it in the lock. And you instantly remembering, like, from the years of training, just the exact move he's doing. You do the counter move and, like, reverse his lock. So now you have him kind of grappled in this armbar kind of thing. And he lets out another growl, and the smoke extends from his nostrils. And
Silas kind of claps giddily at how quick Elris was.
he shoots a glance towards Silas, like, noticing him. And Silas just sees, like, the dragon eye, reptilian face, and, like, the grunted smoke and fire.
I grab my scarf and kind of close it a little more.
It's like,
Riven, I've found some tomes and scoured some scrolls in the past few weeks, and I think there's something that might be of interest to you. I've heard tales of a monastery up north. Perhaps you've heard of it as well.
he, like, looks a little confused. And make a persuasion check to see if he's listening to you.
All right.
And you do have that key point ability if you want to use it.
Yeah, that gives me advantage on it, right?
Yeah, because it's like you kind of using your wisdom.
Can I use it? Do I have to declare if I'm using it now, or if I get a bad roll and I'm like, okay, I'm good to use it?
I'd say probably. I think bad roll. I think this is a buff to it, these kinds of abilities, but I think it's more fun. So if you get a bad roll, you can kind of like counteract it with.
Okay, and you said persuasion? Here
Or
we
maybe
go.
maybe it's not. No, I'd say. I would say you have to.
I already rolled.
Yeah, but I would say you have to declare it because it's for these moments when you like you might roll good, but you really need the roll to happen. So even the initial roll
Alright.
might roll well. So I think for a lot of these, unless it's something that's... Yeah, I'm not even sure if Bardic Inspiration can be added after the fact. But go ahead and roll again.
Let me burn a key point then. Oh, excuse me, damn. Fuck.
He just shakes his head again at you, like... And he's trying to, like, strain it out of your grasp. And he's just like... You're a liar and a thief, Elris. I want nothing to do with what you're saying.
Hey, listen here, bud. Whatever you know about Elris is wrong, all right? I've known this guy. How long have we known each other, Shane?
I've known this guy much less than you have.
How long have we known each other? Well, at least 5 years. At least 5 years. I know Elris to never have been a liar.
It was like 1 week in your guys' time.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
He kind of like, he rounds on you and he starts dragging Elris a little bit, like forcing as he's like approaching you. And like Elris kind of holds him back as
I
Riven
kind of
gets
take
closer.
a step back, but I'm still standing my ground.
It's like, what do you know, little rat?
Riven,
I
trust
know
me.
that I'm not a rat.
I bet you taste
Sir.
just like one. And the fire kind of starts to like billow out of his
Okay,
nostrils
now
a
I'm
bit more.
definitely taking steps back.
And he looks to Elris and he's just like, you had no fire, Elris. I don't know why you were trained in the ways of the dragon monks. You never had the inner fire. You never had the drive.
If there was any way that I could have you trust me or believe me, I would do it, Riven. Perhaps there's something that we can both mutually benefit from.
Mutually benefit. You even talk like some sort of politician. And he kind of like jerks himself out of your grasp. He's just like, no fire, no honor. And then he just like kind of spits on the ground, this little flaming sizzle that starts to burn a hole in the ground. Then he walks off and he's just I don't want to see you again, Elris. And he heads back towards Darren Eatermath and the rest of the group.
I wish I could say the same, Riven.
You care so much about this guy, Elris.
I could sort of just shrug and be like, he's part of my past, and I think he's my only link to it now.
You actually have the turtle kind of like, as you say that, it kind of flops its flippers over your shoulders and like pokes its head out.
I think Arceus is right. He's not the only thing that links you to your past.
I'm just going to give him a pat on the head and a head of cabbage.
Where'd you get that cabbage from?
Don't ask questions.
I'm gonna got it from
cabbage.
We'll say that you had 2
orchard.
weeks. Yeah, you could have bought some cabbage.
Yeah, and
I'm just fucking around.
And do I know Darren's there, or?
I'd say that you could recognize his voice. He seems much more calm, like he sees the kind of tense atmosphere, and he does see you guys. So as the rest of the group kind of like exits, I'd say that you guys are all kind of like, some time passes, and you kind of go get a table, and you're sitting down. And he comes over, Darren does, and sits down, and he orders you all a round of drinks. He's just like, if it isn't the heroes that drove off those red-scarfed bastards.
Aaron!
I'm gonna give him a
Seems
good
you were
slap on
doing
the
well.
back.
He's like...
he has to make a strength check.
For a pat on the back? Okay, then you do a strength.
Alright.
So you pat him like... And he actually, his face kind of goes into his mug and splatters beer all over his kind of like silver white hair. He comes up sputtering, but he's laughing about it all in good nature. And then I'm
gonna ask him what the hell happened around here.
Well, I came out of retirement. I settled down in the quietest, smallest part of the world I could find with nothing going on. And then this happened. And he gestures around to all these like cutthroats and mercenary types in this bar, and you guys remember the big bustling kind of impromptu gold rush city that sprung up around everything.
Life has a funny way of always bringing us back.
Yeah. Can't seem to avoid. I guess I'm destined for a life of excitement. And he has his like weird silvery sword in his bag that you guys had saw up on the mantelpiece. And he's dressed kind of like in his armor too. It's this elven designed armor. He's like, yeah, so I got a group, and he gestures to your friend over there. He's like, I found a group, and we're just living the good life.
How did you find them, Darren?
They found me. All these adventurers came by, just a bunch of
They
poor
came to
saps
you as
looking.
a group, individually?
We just kind of found each other. It's weird how those things work. Just you take a posting for one job, end up working with someone you don't expect, don't anticipate, and one day after another, you guys just end up. And he kind of looks to each one of you, looking completely different from different walks of life. And he's like, I think you guys understand kind of the feeling of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, quite.
The fluffy woman, what do you know about her?
She's from some land to the northwest. An island, I think she says. She speaks as if she's royalty. Kind of interesting.
Of course she would.
Yeah, she's
I don't doubt it, those pandas.
She's polite enough. She's quite the powerful caster. She'll get herself into all sorts of situations. We'll have to get her out, but she's there when we need to. Rely on her.
A caster? No, that's not. That can't be true.
Eh? Nah, she does the magic, the spells, the flish flash.
No, but that's not. She can't. How the hell?
He just shrugs. He's like, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've smelled the burned corpse with my own nostrils.
I have to go back. This doesn't sound right. It's all fishy.
I'm gonna nudge Silas and ask him what it is he's speaking of.
Back where I'm from, these other species also lives in close proximity to us. Unfortunately, they are a bit of a, like he said, royalty. Although it wasn't necessarily by choice. I'm sorry?
Is that an issue?
Well, it is when you're taking advantage of an entire people. And
I
their
quietly
culture.
nod.
She shouldn't have the ability to do magic. That's a red panda trait, an Allurian trait.
So how is it that she got this ability?
I wonder the exact same thing.
I see.
And with that, the two of the other companions come over because the round of drinks comes that Darren ordered. You all have your drinks now, and the tall redhead woman with a burned, kind of scarred face comes over, and she has a giant flagon of ale. She slams on the ground, and or on the table.
On our table?
Yeah, she comes over to your table, slams it down, and she actually has an arrow still sticking out of her shoulder, and she just doesn't seem to give a shit about it. And she looks to Darren. She's like, Darren, what are you doing over here with all these? And she kind of eyes each one of you, and she looks to Elris, and her gaze lingers on Elris, and she's like, I've never seen a creature like you. And she looks you up and down. She's like, tall, strapping. And she spits out a little blood from her wounds, and she's like, you want to fuck?
I wish I don't think I've seen someone quite like you myself.
And she looks at Eddie with a little bit of disgust. She's like, you're hanging out with the elves. And then she turns and goes to Silas, and she's like,
there's nothing wrong with elves.
Isn't Darren an elf?
She kind of looks at you, but he's one of the good ones, you know. And Darren's like,
I'm not sure I follow.
Look at her. She's like, she's a goddamn elf. And kind of he brushes aside her hair, her red hair, and she has the pointed ears. And she kind of covers it up, and she's like, they're all frail and flimsy, terrible in bed. And then she
give the girl a look of kind of just acknowledgement.
Ooh, Eddie.
She looks,
hey, Eddie,
and then she just spits to the side of the ground again. She's like,
Eddie,
look at
do
that.
you want me to
Batting their
Two eyebrows.
all the guys bat their
Leave my
pretty
eyebrows.
eyelashes. Elves have no sense of propriety.
No, not bashing my eyes. Just kind of look okay.
Yeah, but that's what she says. Just, and she looks to Silas, and she's like, "What is this? Your pet?"
I am not a pet, ma'am.
No,
She pats you on the head. She's like, "It's a cute little pet. You taught it to talk."
Broke this Silas. Be like, yeah, Silas is. A friend.
I'm gonna take my hammer out.
I'm gonna stop, catch the hammer and be like, let's not go that route.
She's
I'm
like,
gonna whisper to
we got a
Darren.
badass
Sick of being
over here.
insulted.
I'm gonna whisper to Darren and say, you got an eclectic group of friends over here, my friend.
He's like, same to you. And the panda woman comes over, but just to kind of see what everything is. All of them are, because they're the two groups kind of milling about, and you can see over to different far away table. Riven and the guy dressed in black are both kind of sitting there at the table, kind of brooding.
Just brooding, yep.
The girl comes over, and she bows deeply, and she says,
Silas kind of scoffs when she bows.
and she just notices, she's like, oh, hey, aren't you a long way from home? Where's your lord?
I have no lord.
And she's like, oh, did he pass then?
Silas is visibly puffed and flustered.
And she's like, oh,
I've
well,
never had a lord. And I don't intend to have one when I go back.
Well, by right of the lands, if you are lordless, then I suppose I could adopt you into... It's like, would you like to come back? You can work for me.
No, what?
Excuse me.
I gotta go. Silas is gonna go get a drink.
And she kind of looks and she asks Eddie, she's like, where did you acquire the services of one like this?
I didn't acquire the services of Silas. She's just he's a friend. We're equals.
Ah,
Why do you think that he should be owned?
that's just... well, that's how the Illyrians are.
Well, we don't do things that way out here.
And she like looks around at the big boisterous crowd and she's like, your customs are very strange.
Yeah. I would say so. She came out of the hole, right?
She came out of the hole, yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask her what she saw when she went down there. How was her journey?
She kind of looks a little, she's like, I don't know if we should be sharing information. Aren't we all rivals here, trying to go in and get the treasures?
I think the real, ally here is the spirit of adventure. Going in, finding what you can. I don't see why we shouldn't help each other. Everyone benefits.
Do a persuasion check using your wisdom. That was a wise thing to say.
But my wisdom is not dick.
I know. I have to find ways to challenge your natural 20s.
Okay,
That's a good
so
way,
do a
yeah.
wisdom save plus my proficiency?
Just roll d20, you add your wisdom, and then you add your proficiency.
So I -1 from my d20.
Yeah. It's li-
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
actually not too
16,
bad.
And then I add my pro bonus, which is +3. So it's 19?
I think your
No.
proficiency is even better than that because of your expertise. It's +6.
So skills,
In wisdom?
And just persuasion. He's doing a persuasion check using wisdom. I'll have to find other ways to
It
challenge.
should be... I have
But-
Jack of all trades.
You don't
Oh,
have...
that's
No,
just plus
I have
one.
expertise.
Yeah,
for that.
so it's
I think
+6 there.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead and
over
do that.
20.
She kind of looks a little like... She looks a little hesitant, but Darren kind of like, come on, what could it hurt? And he kind of like leans in close and kind of directs you all to gather around. And he's like, there's some sort of a cave system down there. And if you follow the cave long enough, and it's been pretty cleared out by adventurers, it's like the initial part. And it seems to go in two directions. There's one direction that seems to be more of a natural formation, where that's where we came from. We figured everyone's going towards the more obvious place with all the treasures. So we went the other way, and we encountered this odd group of albino orc. And their eyes were milky white, and they didn't seem to see us, but they sure as fuck could hear us. And that's what... And he glances over to the elf girl with red hair, and he's like, that's what my friend Cinder over here... And he pulls out the arrow, and she like barely glances as it kind of gets ripped out, and there's like a bleeding
This is
chunk of
the
hole.
elf girl.
Yeah, and she didn't even seem to
Cinder?
recognize it. And
You said her name is Cinder?
yeah, and he takes the arrow and puts it down on the table, and it's this weird black fletching. It looks like very odd. He's like, I've never seen a group of orcs like that, and I've had my fair share of run-ins with orcs. It's like they seem to they're blind, they're albino, their skin's almost translucent. Seems like they've been in that cave for a long, long time.
Weird.
And in the other way, it's like,
Have anything?
what's that?
Was there anything you remember about like how they lived, or like did they have any possessions or anything like that?
Well, they sure as hell got arrows. And then Cinder kind of laughs. It's like, well, luckily they're blind, can't shoot for shit. And then he kind of laughs and he waves the arrows like, still hit you. And then he's like, I wasn't there on a studying trip. Didn't exactly have time to sit down and ask them questions about their culture, but there must be something that way, because if that's one thing when it comes to adventuring, is where there's enemies, that's it seems to be the right place to go. And he's like, in the other direction, there's The cave breaks into like an odd. The architecture's hard to place. I'm not sure what the era is. Gundren over there says this place has been sealed up for thousands of years. Must have been something like, he said, a disaster like a meteorite or something came by and kind of leveled the place, sealed it up. But we found, and he kind of like looks at the other adventurers, and you see like the collections on the wall behind Gundren Rockseeker, and it's it's like someone intentionally brought a bunch of things from everywhere, put them in one place, like they were collecting something. And so, there's the limit. We know no one's gotten all the way through. That much we can say for sure.
What stops them?
He's like, various things. Orcs are in the other place. He's like, some people talk of a dragon down there. I don't know how the hell they got a dragon down there, but there's just it's like a maze down there. There's dangers at every turn, every direction. And then the adventurers themselves, and he kind of glances around. He's like, they're all drinking buddies up there, but when we're down there, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
Right.
Like they're as likely to stab you in the back as they are to buy you a drink. And he gestures with his drink that he bought you, and then takes a big drink.
So, who's the best around here?
Cinder like pounds her chest, and she's like, "Any group that has me in it."
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd you
I'm gonna
like
lean.
Yep.
Yep.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna lean forward and suggest that maybe we all should go down there together.
You're like, that's an interesting
Silas
idea.
has come back at this point. And
Yeah, would you guys like to go again?
I'm not for one for
shaky.
treasures myself.
We're not. Listen, we're not teaming up with this group.
We don't have to take the whole group. I know we
I'm
don't
just
like
gonna
all of them.
I'm just gonna hold Silas and just ignore my friend.
Don't, Elris, don't touch me. I'm a man of my own being.
I'm just gonna
Beer.
ignore him. I'm just slide him another beer.
I drink that as well. I've already got a big mug with me, but I drink that as well.
It's like a
I
normal
think you
size
need
mug,
more.
but in his hands, it's very big. He's like holding
It's
it with
massive.
2 hands, like. And then in Elris's hands, the mug is like a teacup, like a little.
But yeah, I want to turn to the little group and say, you never know. You might make a friend. Could be fun, too.
John's like, it might be an interesting idea, teaming up.
You might need our help as well. As I gesture over to Cinder, who has some arrows in her and barely made it through the gate.
She like
Or
bats
even
she bats her beautiful green eyes at you as she's like poking her wound with her fucking finger hole, and she like offer's still open, big guy.
I think this lady would like to mate with you.
I'm just gonna stare off into space.
She actually brings out a little pocketbook, and she writes down. She's like, "What the hell are you again?"
I'm a furbolg.
A Furby. Gotcha.
Furbolg.
And she like writes down Furby, and then she kind of shows you, and there's this big list of just fucking things that are crossed out, and it's like all sorts of crazy shit. And she's like adding that to the list, and she closes her little pocketbook, and it just seems to be like a bucket list kind of thing of just crazy ass shit things to try.
All right, you flatter me.
And she kind of like slams the table. The table like rumbles. She's like, "I could do more than flatter." And then she walks away. She's like, "You're lost, Furby."
We'll revisit that conversation after we go through this mine tunnel hole thing.
Cinder like walks over to. There's like an Acroan character, like he's kind of like one of the adventurers over there looks like he is a giant bird with a beak. And she walks over. She's like, "Hey, you! I haven't fucked a feathery guy before." And starts to talk to this, and he like And then it's I'd say that the pandant girl has walked back to the other group, so it's just Darren sitting with you guys again. He kind of like itches his eye at his eye a little bit. It's like teaming up could be interesting, but he kind of glances over there. As Riven and your pal Elris here, I don't think he's going to get along with him. He's talked a lot about you, Elris. He says that
Good things.
you're in the past. He's like, he kind of blames you for the entire destruction of his way of life and everything he's ever held dear.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to him about that. He doesn't seem to.
He's like,
Doesn't really want to see face reality, I suppose.
Maybe he'll come around if you keep trying. He's a stubborn fool, which I guess you would know if you knew, since you seem to have known him.
Over 300 years.
Side note, Dragonborn don't last that long, so you've been there.
Okay.
300 years.
Over his, okay, however old Riven is, I've known him since.
Yeah, Riven was... so if you want to tell, because I think we talked about it, to where you were at the monastery, kind of like... And you've been there a while, kind of seeing a new group of students come and go, because the Dragonborn is about human age, typically.
But yeah, want me to like speak like in character, out of character? Like
Yeah, if you want to do in character, as you tell, because I feel like this is they're kind of asking you. I was just clarifying what we talked about with it.
Okay. So Marissa, or you're asking something.
Yeah. What kind of temple falls when the master dies? It seems kind of flawed, doesn't it?
Sort of rub my chin and be like, maybe I did have some sort of hand in that. As I'm just gonna like push my shoulder up as Arcadus can kind of just like poke his head over it. You see, our master was an ancient dragon turtle, and right before I left, she gifted me what Arcadus here, and I suppose Arcadus was supposed to be the heir to the throne, I guess you could say, and sort of teach the newcomers to the monastery. But I guess me going on my journey with this egg that I had no idea was going to be a dragon turtle, sort of created a power vacuum, and the monastery fell. That's something Riven would know, not me.
So did your master want the ways of the temple to end?
That wasn't clarified. I was just gifted this egg and told to find my own way.
Interesting.
You get a sense, actually, from Arcades. It's not quite a telepathic communication, but your guys' link. And remember, your heartbeats are beating at the same time.
Excuse me.
And you get the sense, not a full communication, but Arcades kind of looks you in the eye. And something that Riven said echoed about, you don't have dragon fire. And that seems to be significant, like he's telling you that's one of the reasons you were picked.
I'm going to keep that information to myself. I just had that feeling.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what do you guys say?
And
go exploring.
What I was gonna see if you guys wanted to wrap up, because I know Silas wanted to spend some more time making items, and Eddie, you're still a D student at the School of Magic. So I was thinking if you guys wanted to like talk kind of like about your experiences you've had there, and then we can finish up those kinds of those things.
I'm gonna put my hand on Darren, and I'm gonna show him the locket that he gave me years ago, and apologize that I never got around to finding who the owner of this locket was, and ask him if maybe he had found some sort of clue or some sort of snippet of this locket.
He kind of like looks at it, and he gets this kind of far off look, and he's like, I had left that behind when you disappeared. I thought it was just gone. No, I've not searched. The world's changed so fast. I was thinking It doesn't make sense to look towards the past when there's so much future in front of you.
I shake my head and I say, I'm gonna tell him I understand. I'm gonna close the locket and put it back in my pouch, and maybe some other day. Unless, of course, you would like this returned to you.
He's like, no. It'll just remind me of the past right now. Maybe let me think on it. That's a big question there. And he kind of like starts to walk off with his little drink, and he's looking like he's kind of like lost deep in thought. And
All right, guys.
Yep.
Hi, guys.
What?
Anyways, I got us a room here.
Nice.
Or maybe it was several rooms.
Yeah, the rooms here are 10 gold a night, which is extremely crazy expensive. But
There was several rooms.
yeah, and they're
I
not
referenced
even
the,
that. They're like kind of dingy.
The rooms are kind of shit. They're paying
I
10 gold a room.
reference to my massive pile of books and studying material that I've apparently just been holding this entire time. Like, do I have enough room to study?
You got your own room, bud. You do.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you got us a room.
Oh, I got us several rooms.
I'm
Oh,
gonna tell Silas I appreciate it, but I have much to meditate on, and I'm going to go to a silent place to meditate.
I'm gonna just go read and shit.
Come here, Cosmo.
I want to do like a montage where I'm like studying and going on walks while I read.
All right. Do you ask?
wanna, like-
Do you ask anyone for help with your homework?
I suppose, but I also want to like
there quietly
go to some-
drinking.
I also want to go to some like private, beautiful location that like I'm not allowed to be in, but just like cast invisibility and just sit there and read.
I'm picturing
So,
it's like a scene from what's that Marvel guy, Doctor Strange, to where you're in the guy's library that was trying to task you his like forbidden section, and you're just pulling books out and like reading them behind his back, like.
Or I'm just like in the most like in the king's chambers, just on his chandelier, laying down, reading while I spin.
All right.
And I guess who does anybody want to help me study?
I probably could potentially. Like, what exactly do I like need to do?
Shane, what does he need to do?
You
So
know,
as you're
are there,
looking
like,
through,
rules or anything?
it's all gibberish to you, like as he's talking about. It's mathematical, magical equations and things that are just that you've never even heard of.
I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna hold on.
Or it's like the
Tell
meme
Elliot.
where he shows you the book. He's like, "Damn, I wish I could read."
It's like, Eddie, I don't know what you expected out of me. I can't fucking see, dude.
You take a look at this.
Eddie, you
I
have
would
to.
read to you. I assume I would just read to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, Eddie, I don't know shit. What the?
All right.
This is well beyond my scope of knowledge.
That panda lady's a caster, right?
She is, yeah.
What do you suggest I do?
Me?
I suggest you
Yeah.
not talk to that lady.
I'm not gonna say.
What is
anything.
wrong with you, Eddie?
Okay, I guess I'll go ask my master.
Here I
for
am.
lessons.
Fuck you, Eddie. I keep drinking.
I ignore.
I hope you fail.
You could go ask what's her face for help if you wanted to.
I suppose I don't either that or ask the master, but I think he's gonna beat me with a ruler. I ask him anything.
So Silas, you're just gonna let him walk over to the panda and for magical
I
help.
said what I said. I told him not to, and he's
I need
ignoring
help.
me. And did I not say that I could help you?
No, I literally just asked if someone wanted to help me, and you didn't.
Drunk.
Would you like to help me, Simon?
I will gladly help you to avoid you talking to that beast of a woman.
Rockin'. All right, totally tubular.
So Silas begins to drunkenly try to help you with the homework, like slurring his words. Make an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah.
What the
Bardic
shit?
inspiration. Bardic.
Yeah, I will Bardic Inspiration. it.
Okay.
I burned 2 so far.
Woo!
Disadvantage, baby.
Oh shit!
No, but he gave me inspiration, so that means that I.
Let's see
No.
your second number.
That's so
inspiration.
fucking dumb. It should be like if I nat 20, I should just
Bro, you
nat 20
literally
it.
still got a 20.
Still
Yeah,
got a
but
20
still,
there.
I want the nat 20.
So Silas is drunk, and like total Rick and Morty stuff, just drunk off his ass, but just brilliant kind of directing. And because he's drunk, he's like simplifying things in a way that it makes it more easy to understand. Where he's like
Yeah.
saying
Way to
stuff like
fucking go.
a complex equation. He's like, magic is like a river that's flowing. And you're like, oh, that's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
And he's like the weave, and he's stretching fabric, and you're like, oh, that never thought about it that way. So
Of
now
course
you,
haven't, Eddie.
What?
I said, of course you haven't thought of it that way, because you don't think.
Sure.
Hi, Cosmo. You can come sit with me.
Good thing you have your old pal Silas. Take this, and I hand him an acorn. I need a refill.
Yeah. I'm like, I got you. I got you.
Wait. Yeah, here, I take this also. I give him 2 acorns.
Go get yourself
Thanks, man.
something.
So as you guys are kind of helping him study, you actually a man comes over, and he has one eye that's squinty and the other one that's very, very big, like they're disproportionate. And he kind of stumps over. He has like this kind of cloak hiding kind of his whole body. He steps over to you. He looks at you. He's like, Eddie, Elris, Silas. So you guys, you're new to town, aren't you?
Who the heck are you?
Say that.
And he
We're
kind
not
of
new.
his cloak opens up, and he puts his hands on the table. And he's like, I'm Detective Fargus. He's like, there's something interesting where you 3 come into town. And he pulls out a pocket full of acorns, and he's like, and counterfeit money starts popping up everywhere.
My God.
I'm not a man who believes in
I've gotten
coincidences.
some of those acorns too. Somebody around here is doing something super weird.
He's like, super weird indeed. Make a deception
It's
check with
so
disadvantage.
Super weird. Oh, come on.
You're drunk. You didn't use your
I
bardic
will
inspiration.
use my bardic.
So you still
no,
have it. You
I
didn't
guess-
use
Okay,
it.
then I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that shit.
All right.
Oh, the 4.
7,
add?
1d8.
Yeah, 1d8.
Yeah, 1d8.
Let's go for an 8. 2. Damn.
Can't Eddie help me?
What do you say, Eddie?
I roll off her idea about like, yeah, we got some too, and I went to reach into my pocket, and I guess I want to do like a sleight of hand to pull out like a small handful of our gold coins with the acorns to show that like we had like random ones happen to us too. You know what I mean?
Okay, do a sleight of hand with disadvantage because you were drinking too, so
No, he wasn't.
you
Why did
weren't.
I say that?
Nah.
No,
Okay.
he
No,
actually
he wasn't.
wasn't.
Sleight of hand
I've
then,
been
just
studying. Man.
straight sleight of hand.
Ha! I think I was the only
Yeah.
one drinking, and Elris a little bit.
20.
Woo!
He's like looking at you with his like big eye glaring at you, and a little creature pops kind of under his cloak, and it looks like a tiny anteater with like long ears and a long snout, and it crawls down and starts sniffing the acorns, and it goes to Eddie and it starts sniffing at him, and it goes to Elris and it starts sniffing at him, and he's like, my friend here, he can sniff out truth and lies. And he starts to
Acorn.
approach. He starts to go towards Silas, and it's sniffing. So it's like you watch as it's slowly going to Silas, and then it turns towards where his pack is, and it starts to head towards it and starts sniffing. You guys can do one something while this guy's like kind of moving towards to sniff it.
Someone do something, but it can't be me because I'm fucking drunk.
I want to.
Don't metagame, Marissa.
I'm gonna slam my hand on the table. I'm slamming my hand
Slam
on
it on
the
the creature.
wanna-
Oh my god! I was like, oh
I
no.
want a minor illusion of smell.
Okay. Can it do smells?
Wait, I'm finding out. You create a sound or image of an effect within range that lasts for the duration. Damn it.
Can't create sound, light, or smell.
Damn, I don't have prestidigitation.
Yeah. Let me get my timer.
I can try to charm this guy, but he'd know when it wore off.
Where's my timers?
He's sniffing your bag.
Are you gonna do something?
Oh wait, hold on. I haven't looked at.
Silas, are you gonna do anything?
I mean, hang on. Can he even do something?
I
What?
can do animal friendship.
Yeah, if you want to. What's that do?
I don't know yet. Let me Google it.
Oh my god.
Can he even smell? Like, I mean, I literally have so much shit in there that I feel like it'd be really hard to distinguish anything from my pack.
He's certainly going to try.
All right.
What?
All right, Eddie's
I-
doing
I'm gonna summon a bunch of
Oh,
pixies.
I typed anime friendship into
anime friendship. You all right? So how do you summon a
Animal.
bunch of pixies?
with my flute.
Who has the flute?
I do.
You the
Yeah, I
flute.
gave it to her.
So as you're just playing this, like the yeah, okay. Do a charisma check.
God damn you, Shane. What's with all these checks?
That's D&D. You roll dice. But as you summon pixies, that's basically to see if these pixies are there to cause mischief or to help you out. 3 of them kind of like pop.
I nat
Oh.
20'd.
Okay, so 3 of them pop up just like as you summon the flute, and there's little pops, but they're invisible. Pixies are, and they see the little sniffler thing coming closer, and all 3 of them just let out a rip-roaring illusion of a fart. Just it like coming from Silas, just this stink cloud emanates out and kind of bathes the whole table, and it's
Oh
like
my
spreading.
God.
And the other tables start to like one guy like throws up immediately all over his table, and he throws up on this like they're playing cards, and the guy just throws up all over the other cards, and the other guy's like gets up and starts punching. There's like a bar brawl erupting over here as this just literal fart cloud rolls, and it's like the Niffler just like scurries back in, and the guy with his eye like his squinty eye, his big eye starts watering. And then he takes out a little dagger and he cuts a gold coin on the table, and 2 halves of an acorn fall. And he's like, "I got my eyes on you." And then he starts to like stump away. And these pixies are giggling, and now they start just disappearing around, and they're just like tying people's shoes together. They're like helping one is whispering the other person's cards to a guy playing cards. They're just floating off, causing all sorts of nonsense. But they will listen to you if you tell them to do something. Like while
All
they're
right, I
here.
turned to Silas with my hand over my nose and like my eyeballs watering, and I think my eyelashes are singed a little. I'm just like, nice work.
Silas is on the ground. He's fallen off his chair.
You like passed out.
He's just whispering, "Thank you." Oh my god, thank you.
I open a window.
Use thaumaturgy to open all the windows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's totally a bar
Wholesome.
brawl going over in the corner. And Gundren, instead of discouraging it, gets up and he's like placing bets on the people brawling. And so I'd say that with that, we'll kind of like unless you guys want to do something else, we'll kind of conclude the night and go back towards the rest of the things you guys were trying to do.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys who wants to go first? I guess we're going to do your montages.
I will.
All right. So,
I'm gonna go get water and a drink.
gotcha. I need water.
Be right back.
All right, so I guess my whole like goal is that I'm studying hard. So I'm gonna like hold off on like all the other things that Eddie usually does when he just is dicking around.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to play any shows. I'm ignoring the ladies. I'm just like chilling and reading. I'm like Naruto when he studied for Hokage. Stupid as shit, but like got a pile of books.
So while you're doing this studying,
And I want to go out to the most peaceful, serene location in the area.
you find Elris there. It's kind of the orchard up north. It seems to be where like Darren was able to keep a lot of the adventurers from encroaching on his land. And so you find, sitting in this orchard, Elris kind of meditating with Arcades there as you're reading and studying.
Hey, yo, Elris, you mind if I come join you?
As long as you don't interrupt.
I lower my voice a couple levels. Yeah, man, this just looks like a great time. Great way to spend time with you, man. We just
I enjoy your
sit there-
company.
We just sit there without talking. As I like, all you can hear is like my pencil scratches.
So as you guys are sitting there, Eddie, do an Arcana check. And
Yeah.
Elris, while you're meditating with Arcades, do a religion check.
Fuck, I got a 3.
I'd say that you can do that one with advantage because of the help that
Okay.
Silas was
Swear to
giving.
God, if I get a 5, I got a 1.
What?
Oh my
No.
god.
Wait.
Kyle got the one.
Oh no, that's religious.
Oh, wait. Mine
You
says
got
I
a 17 there.
How?
Because Kyle rolled the one. You guys rolled at the same time.
Okay.
So as Elris, with your meditation, you're kind of frustrated with trying to unlock in your mind the details about this temple, but also the bond between you and Arcades is confusing and enigmatic, and you're having a hard time connecting with him. And Eddie, that's not what a pencil sounds like.
What about?
Eddie's
I thought he was just petting Kiki.
Eddie's death noting just over there, like as he's figuring out. You're solving some of the equations, and things are starting to click together with you with how the High Mage Richter, who was the little gnome with one arm, was trying to teach you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to skip to Silas. What are you doing? As Eddie and Elris are both meditating and studying in the orchard up to the north. What are you doing, Silas?
I'm making shit. I'm making those items that I told you about.
Which one were you trying to make? I remember you showed me like a little picture, but
I think I want to make the
Oh, excuse me.
either the potion launcher or the electric shock glove, or one of the items for Eddie / Elris.
okay.
Actually, I'll make one of the items for Eddie or Elris.
Okay.
Woo!
I'd prefer to make it for them than make one of my own.
I forget what Eddie's was. I forget what he
I wanted a potion of like dazzle or like potion of confusion or something that I can just like put in someone's drink and make them like easily manipulated or something like that to increase my persuasion on people who are like are stern.
So making potions, it takes you just 1 day to make these lower level potions and about 100 gold of your alchemy points. You can also make a set of shoot, I didn't get the high level ones there, but we'll say with your do the 3 rolls. Do your Arcana, a sleight of hand. Let me look at you.
15, 16.
I'm trying to think. And then you actually add your bonuses. And then as you're tasting these, make a Constitution saving throw, but you also add your bonuses from your alchemy. Okay. And so you add an additional... I think it's +3 right now. Yeah. So with that, I'd say that's 3.
It's not +4.
What would be +4?
No, it's
My-
already including the +3. She rolled an 8. Up to 11.
Yeah, it's including her Constitution, but she gets tool proficiency for being an alchemist. So like the tool proficiency, just an extra proficiency added on. I think it's only +3.
Oh, I thought it was my intelligence proficiency.
No, that was your Arcana. I was trying to test like the 3.
Oh, okay.
And I think we'll do those 3 for your like potion making, because that makes sense with you trying to study, mix them, and then like while you're getting all these fumes and stuff. So those are 2 successes. The Constitution one, one of the potions you're tasting is a little definitely off. So now you can roll 2 d20s because you've had 2 successes. So with your 100 alchemy points worth of gold you're spending making different potions, you come out with... Okay. You actually find one potion that is a potion of grease. It's just it's a extremely slippery substance that any contact with it is just like, whoo, and it's flammable. And then you also had a potion of detect thoughts. So those are the 2 potions that you made with your experimental potion making.
That's cool. You can read people's...
So that take 100 of your alchemy points from there. And so those are the 2 potions you're making there. And with you trying to work on Elris's item, you're using a... Do turtles, they don't shed their shells? How the hell do they get their shells bigger?
Doesn't their shell just grow?
Because you want... Yeah, I think it just grows. Because you wanted a bit of the shell, so I don't know how you would use a bit of shell to...
I was just saying shells in general, not like so much as... Or it was Arcades' tooth or claw, and then just like shells.
Okay, so...
Not so much.
Silas, as you're looking at these, and magical items are also probably going to have a set of rolls here, but as you're looking at these bits, as from what Elris was telling you about ki and the nature of it, you're looking into it, and it baffles you. It's not magic or science, so it's kind of beyond, it falls outside of the scope of your understanding. But make me a medicine check using your intelligence, so you can do an intelligence from you researching medicine, which I don't think you have proficiency, so just straight d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Why wouldn't I have I am definitely proficient in intelligence.
You're not proficient.
Oh, you mean medicine?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so just do a d20 and add your proficiency. I mean, yeah, add your intelligence. Oh, yeah, that works. So what you get as you're studying the body, you don't understand much about ki, but you're like looking through medical texts and kind of like researching just how the body would generate something like that, and you actually find something that sticks out about how the mind inhibits the body constantly to prevent the body from damaging itself, and you crafting your little locket for Elris are able to find a way of removing the limiters a little bit from the mind and allowing the body to strain itself. So this is the thing, Elris, that we were talking about. So here was my idea for this. You wanted more key points. I think that could break the game, but I have an interesting idea I want to try. So here's the trial one.
So it's the 8 inner gates?
Yeah, it's straight up.
Baby.
We were watching Naruto, so this is where I got the idea from it. So
Yeah.
basically, what you can do is you roll 2 hit dice, and the highest hit dice damages you. So 2 hit dice are expended, and one of them, whatever you roll, including your constitution, is subtracted from your HP. It damages you, and that converts that into a key point. So you can convert 2 hit dice to 1 key point to push yourself past, and it damages it like kind of damages your own body as you're pushing past your limits. And we can adjust that. I feel like because you get a hit dice per level, so like if you really wanted to be crazy, you could just double your key points, which sounds potentially busted. So right now, so right now, I think I like the idea of it's not an efficient conversion. Like hit dice are useful for healing and stuff like that, but you have plenty of healing with your team, so you can burn 2 hit dice, and only one of them damages you, the highest rolling one, and then that generates a key point for you.
I can also heal myself with flurry of blows.
Which would spend a key point. I feel like that might not be too efficient.
Yeah, true.
These are
Just damaging myself to heal myself.
How many hit dice are we supposed to have?
You have a hit
'Cause that
dice per
sounds like
level. Yeah.
one. I thought it was half your hit dice per level.
No, I'm pretty sure you just have, like, if I check your character sheet here. Yeah, it says you have max 5 hit dice. What you're thinking of, I think, is you get half your hit dice back on a long rest. So you can use hit dice on short rests, medicine checks, shit like that. And then every long rest, you get half of them back. We haven't been really
so
keeping track.
I should have full hit dice then.
You should at this
just
point, yeah. For just normal, like for these kinds of times when you're in town and not bothering with the natural healing.
Sense.
Yeah, it's just the idea to where like it doesn't recover you fully. So if you guys are beat to fuck, you might need to spend more than just the 2 days in town. Maybe you spend a week in town recovering because your natural healing is slowed down a little bit. But at this point, you guys would have all your hit dice back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is what this amulet does. Is it helps Elris your push past the mind's limiters on your body.
Dope.
And back with we'll say Silas. So you actually would bring this to Elris. I'd say about a week goes by with studying and Silas trying to attempt to make this amulet. And the gold is starting to rapidly turn to acorns. Like we're going to. You guys know that you have about a week left of your kind of like infinite funds running out. Silas, you there?
Yeah.
So I'd say that you actually bring your amulet to Elris.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that you said Elris.
Man, I'm gonna change your guys' names.
Yeah, Silas and Elris.
They're
Okay,
even
sorry,
getting
I
themselves
thought I
mixed
just
up.
did all my rolls, so I thought you were moving on.
You did
Okay,
move your
so
rolls. I'm
what-
just saying, like, for narratively, you actually would bring your amulet you made to Elris.
Oh, okay. And the potion of thoughts, that's for Eddie, right?
That's for you. I mean, you just made those. Those are.
Oh.
That's
okay,
something you can
well,
learn how to make.
I wanted to get, Eddie and Elris's items made for them.
Yeah, it's just the potion of confusion. I don't have distinctly written down
Okay.
here. And the spell confusion is a 4th level spell, so I can't just directly convert.
Ooh. Yeah.
That'd
there-
be cool with an indestructible spell book.
Oh, I'd say that's a fairly
Yeah, can
big
I
one.
do that?
So it's not
Yeah,
a
'cause,
spell book because spell books are for wizards, but for just a journal, you'd have a waterproof, heat-proof, damage-resistant kind of journal that it's like bound. You guys can make it whatever you want to make it look like, but it uses heat to kind of inscribe because it's waterproof, so you can't just use ink. But if you use a heated point, you can write whatever you want in it, and it'll set.
Cool.
And as a spellbook, because I'm saying I wouldn't give that to just wizards because having a spellbook indestructible for a wizard's crazy. But as you're not a wizard, having
that's
a
an
spellbook
item.
doesn't matter.
It's an item in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just don't think it's like a super
Ah.
easy to get one.
Oh, okay.
But for you, doesn't matter, so you can have it.
Yeah, okay. Could you also make me like a tool, like a like a pen that like has like a lighter kind of end that just like burns and then heats, so I can like a special pen to write with it.
Yeah, I'd say Silas would be pretty easy to be able to do that. Just like a little metal rod that looks like a quill, but it has the tip instead of taking ink, just heats itself.
Yeah, like I'd like pull something like a lighter or something like that, and it would just like ignite some rock that heats.
Yeah, so I'd say pretty easily you'd be able to have that.
That sounds pretty cool. Okay.
And then,
So, what
yeah,
I
so
write? Indestructible journal.
yeah, you just have a journal now that'll keep a record of all your thoughts as you write it down. And I'd say, as this next thing's coming up, Eddie, you go back to the little gnome, Richter. He has his very spiky eyebrows and his wild Einstein-like hair, and he's looking, without even looking, his mage hand, which is replacing his hand that is missing, is like moving all of these potion bottles and rearranging things behind him in his magic laboratory area. He's like, "So the dullard has come back to take one more crack," and he whips his mage hand out to this chalkboard with a bunch of equations. And he's like, "Prove to me you have the mind."
I walk up confidently in my studies with the power of my friend's help at my back.
All right. So as you're taking these tests with him, I'm going to say you have advantage on these rolls because of the help they were giving you there. All right.
Okay.
So an Arcana check with advantage. Ooh.
Damn. Not very impressive.
All right. So you're just kind of struggling through these. He's looking. He's like, do a. Not sure what other rolls would be there. Yeah, because I want to do more than one there. So what would you do to help yourself pass this classroom and kind of environment as you're casting spells?
Okay, I think I would. Maybe I would use my charisma to. I want to like talk to the gnome, but like I'm taking a test, so I'm not going to ask him like directly what the questions are, but I'm going to
Okay.
discuss the nature of the questions and come into like conversation with him to like gauge additional information about the topics to help
Okay,
me.
do a deception check as
Okay.
you're trying to just get him to, in the course of a conversation, get hints towards.
22.
All right, and then one more skill of your choice, as long as it makes it work here.
Acrobatics, because I'm going to twirl the chalk in my fingers. No, I don't know.
I'm not going to buy that one. Do an investigation for me.
Okay.
That's the one I'm going to ask. And you can do that one with advantage.
Thank God.
Yeah. Really testing your intelligence here.
Oh my fucking God, dude. My intelligence and wisdom are ass, dude.
So I'd say as a result of this studying, you can learn one mage cantrip.
Okay, cool.
I was going to let you pick a higher level wizard spell if you could pass the class. But it has to be like something. I'd say that you learned mage hand, actually.
I already have mage hand.
You already have mage hand. Damn. All right, but some kind of like cantrip, like not like a kind of like a utility one,
Yeah. Okay, I'll work one up.
Yeah, so you can look up mage ones. Man, you had trouble passing that class. I was going to give you a higher level mage spell to add to your spell list.
Damn.
Or if a really good rolls, you would have just gained proficiency in Arcana.
Is a mage and a wizard two different things?
No, wizard. Wizard.
Okay,
yeah.
Wizard. Okay.
What?
And then, yeah, I'd say that's kind of the result of your guys' personal little goals. Like, Elris, was there anything you wanted to try to accomplish?
One of the things I think I wanted to accomplish was just research, and I kind of failed.
You got some information, but you didn't find any exact location. Just kind of like you have rumors and old legends, and like a general direction, but not anything concrete.
With Riven being in town, with that final week, nah, I'm good. I can't think of anything right now. I don't want to
Gotcha.
I think I'll just do
take a pause.
prestidigitation.
Okay. And then Silas, is there anything else that you do during this last week?
I want to get rid of all our gold.
Oh,
Yeah, it's burning up.
It's
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
So this is like the last week,
dead
the last
anyways,
hurrah
so-
of all of the gold turning to acorns.
Right, but we might get caught.
Yeah. Also note that yes, the more you're spending here, the more.
But if I
That's
spend it
fair.
all in one go, it's all gold. Shit, but that could definitely come back to bite us in the ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can I just? I don't know. Can I use it to like buy random things all throughout?
What kind of things? So as you kind of like go out and do some miscellaneous shopping. So instead of buying one big purchase, you're just kind of like,
I don't know. I want to buy. Yeah, I want to buy like food. I want to buy maybe some new clothes for everyone. I'll buy a horse.
okay.
Did you say a horse?
A horse.
Yeah, I'll buy 3 horses.
Dope. All right.
I'll buy a small house.
Okay, no. Houses.
Okay,
are too
well, I
big.
can.
No.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I have like 6K in gold chain.
No, after this,
I
it's been
think I can
burning
buy
a
a
lot.
house.
No, houses are actually more than that.
How much are houses?
I'm
The
looking it up,
average
but I don't know
person
what-
can't buy a house then? That's ridiculous.
I would say actually the problem is property costs right now in this place because of the crazy. So this is like New York fucking sprung up overnight. So everything is inflated. Like
Alright.
buying like a cheap little house here before. Okay, let's see. Horse. A riding horse? Yeah, so probably like nice horses. So yeah, you get everybody a horse.
Yeah.
You guys all can change your appearance
Wait,
because all of your
what the
ragged
fuck?
ass clothes have
Hold
been.
up. We're gonna take horses underground? What the hell?
Oh, no.
Oh. What?
I mean, we're not going to spend the rest of our lives here.
Okay, I guess that's fair. I was just like, how's that gonna help us in a cave?
What was with that eyebrow raise, Shane?
I'm just
What was
looking
that
at these
about?
other things for like. I'm actually looking at housing costs because I have like castle costs, but
Wait, wasn't there something you said about making a castle or
possible, yeah. Like you guys could build your own base, or you could find like a ruin and rebuild it in your own base. And there's actually different bases for each class.
huh? What if we try to set up a base in the maze? Like for people to resupply at?
That'd be possible, but it's one of those things where building one of these things, this is like that long term where the game starts to, because it takes like a year to construct a castle. Like,
Right, okay.
so it would be this kind of thing where you would fund it, and like we could skip it, be like, okay, a year passes, so whatever within a year of goals, like if you guys are chasing a villain, I'm like, okay, the villain does his thing and wins. Like,
Right.
yeah, so it's like this. A year would pass, we could do it like this, or you could start building it, go on your adventures.
No, I'm
and
not
come
that
back and check
invested.
it. Yeah, so it's one of those things to where it's definitely an option, and that's something I would encourage you guys to do later on, is being able to. You could set up if you wanted to like a trading post or something that's more temporary or quick, but to build like a full scale castle kind of thing, that would take like.
Do we
I think
even have
half
the
a year.
funds to do that at the moment? Like even
With
just like
our-
a small post?
With our acorn gold, we do.
I'd say with your acorn gold, you'd have enough to potentially build something. But remember, this is also over the course of a long time. Let's see if I have that time period. Yeah, so you could build like a the lowest level one is called an establishment, which is like an inn or a tavern. You could set up something like that. And then those are actually kind of what bards and thieves would want, because it's like an establishment could be like a playhouse where, like where plays or stage people come to play their instruments, stuff like that. It could be a tavern where like people are spreading rumors and kind of collecting information. But that is actually spending gold over time. So it's like I think you'd lose your acorns over that course. You could, if you were wanting to, you could potentially try to gamble it to win back normal gold.
Let's do that. Let's fucking do that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm doing it.
So Silas how are you looking to gamble this stuff? Are you trying to do it in small little increments, or are you trying to?
Well, yeah.
Or are you trying to do like one big scan?
I'm gonna do small increments. I'm gonna split it in 3, and I'm gonna give it to everyone.
Man, I really want some bugles.
I'm gonna say, let's go make this fake gold into real gold.
Money laundering.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So are we just not going to get horses then?
She can get you horses.
Can I not get horses and then still have money to gamble?
You get good horses and stuff like that.
What? Yeah, so we're going to get our horses, and then we'll use the rest of it, split it in half, and gamble it off. How much are horses anyways? Like 100 gold?
A good one is 75, but at this place, with everything being super inflated, probably 200 gold a horse.
What?
A good horse or just a horse?
Good horse.
All right, that's fine. So 3 horses, 100 gold each.
200 gold each.
Nah. All right, so we still have 6.6. No, I'm sorry, 6.06k gold.
Jesus.
So I split that in 3. Give it to everyone. Let's go gamble, boys.
I don't understand how you expect me to gamble, Silas.
What?
My eyes, Silas.
Oh. We're gonna gamble together.
Is there anything that I could? Is there honestly? This might be like out of character. Is there even anything that like Elris could do?
Oh, maybe. What could you do? What are you good at?
He could do like fighting, I suppose. But then, I mean, that's not really like gambling. That's more like just
get in the ring.
Yes.
Or
Elris, good idea.
You could fight club.
I'm gonna bet on you.
And I will give you bardic inspiration.
Look at this blind man. This blind man couldn't possibly win any fights.
We're gonna do street performance fights.
Yes.
Like grapple people into submission without hurting them.
this might be a good idea.
All right, Shane, we're gonna try to do that.
I want to put on my best like performers like announcement to the town square, or like, I mean, not some place where like cops are gonna come, mess with us. But, like,
well,
like
maybe we should just show. I mean, there's got to be like a fight ring around here somewhere.
Let's we can just go to our own fight ring.
Because I feel like we might draw more suspicion to us if we're like, hey, who wants to fight this guy? Let's just.
And I'm gonna play the fucking the game from WWE, like or from Motorhead, was Silas's fucking theme song.
I wish I could say I understood the reference.
But you never seen what is it? The fucking Triple H walks out to, I am the game, you know how to play me. I am control, no way you can slay me. Or I don't know, something like, I don't know. You never heard the game by Motorhead? You've never fucking Motorhead?
Jesus Christ, Colin.
No, you don't?
Okay.
Am I the only one?
I've heard of Motorhead. But
no, okay, hold on. Continue the story. I'll just send a video. You guys fucking click on it.
All right.
I'm not going to listen to Motorhead, let me tell you that right now.
But Motorhead is the shit.
I'll let you enjoy it.
No,
Eddie and Elris have separate music tastes.
Just listen to this shit.
I know it, they all sound the same to me, dude. It all just sounds like a fucking garbage disposal.
Okay, well, this is your theme song, so
I literally have it muted.
No, I'm not putting it in the I just sent the link.
I'm gonna listen to it. Go on.
Wow.
Just fucking listen to it. He's got like an evil laugh. Is ooh.
That's crazy, man.
Oh my god. Bards, am I
All
right?
right, so are we gonna do it or what?
So as you
I
guys
think
are
it's
looking,
a good idea.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick here. But as you guys are looking for basically an underground fight club, I will say that Silas, give me an investigation check as you're asking around town looking for contacts, and I'd say Eddie, you just succeed your check because it would be like a talking to people check.
Wait, what am I doing?
You're instantly succeeding on your dumbass check.
Yeah, I do that.
So I'd say that Silas, you're a little unsuccessful looking, but Eddie's check is
Why
stupid.
did mine say 12 when I rolled a 13?
Mm.
And I'm proficient too.
Said you rolled a 5.
7. Or yeah,
What?
it says you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Mine says
I
a 12.
I saw 5 as
see a
well.
No, 5 I see. Eddie says investigation check. 5.
Eddie.
Eddie's
Yeah.
was 10.
Look at the chat.
Yeah,
No,
it says you rolled
before
one that's
that,
12.
he rolled
Yeah,
a
but
5.
no, on my screen it's fair. The dice rolled a 5, and you have
Yeah, like
plus
hover your
7
mouse
on it.
Okay.
over your investigation check. It'll tell you what the
Yeah.
roll is.
Yeah, so it's a 1d20 plus 7. You identify.
Unless you need to scroll down.
So I'd say that you're asking around,
Yeah, I know. I see it.
and it costs you some amount of gold to just like kind of like get your information as you're looking for this kind of like underground fight pits, and you're able to find it. There definitely is one, as all these adventurers kind of with pent up energy. Yeah, so there's a fight club you guys are able to find. It's kind of this, like, not the big main tavern. There's another one that's kind of seedy. As you go in there, the entry, the top part looks grungy, not very appealing. The barkeep kind of grunts at you. But from Eddie's persuasion checks, he's able to find out that there's like a password that lets you guys go into this back room area, which is this big dirt pit with some...
Wait, where are we?
You're in this seedy tavern in this back room area with this dirt pit that has these stands kind of like going all the way around it.
Okay. So we're trying to enter Elris in some fights.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anybody I can talk to about like entering him into tonight's fights or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, so I'd say that you're able to find a like a ringmaster guy. And he comes in, he's like looking to Eddie, and he's like, "What, are you gonna get in the pits? You're kind of scrawny for this line of work."
I laugh. I'm like, no. But I represent some talent over here, you see. And I have my like arm around Elris, but it's like his height proportion is so like awkwardly taller than mine that it looks just like holding my arm straight up. My big man, Elris here, is gonna wipe the floor with whoever you send at him.
He's like, there, that's some beef. Prime grade.
Yeah,
And he's like looking at you like, He's
I just like punch Elris's arm, like, yeah, check that out.
He's like, all right. I guess you can get into tonight's fight.
Now tell me about the money, man.
He's like, fighters get a cut of the profits at the end, given they survive. And
What?
it's a fight, darling.
Darling.
Looks at you up and down. He's like, Can a fantasy
Right,
guy be
well.
gay?
Oh,
Gay for furries?
and the furries, I see.
He gives you a wink.
I hate everything about this. Let's keep going.
Yeah, so a percentage of the profits, and the bookie over there will take your bets if you want Put your money where your mouth is for your friend here.
We're putting our life savings into this man. This blind man. He's never
Blind.
been in a fight before.
Never been in a make a deception check.
Eddie helps me though.
What's Eddie say?
What? I don't
That's
know.
what he said.
Eddie, just help me. All you
I
have
don't know.
to do
You
is
just
help me so
completely
that I don't.
contradicted
So that I have
everything
a.
that I entered this conversation with. You
Just say
completely-
that you help me, and that's all I need to hear, because then
I help
technically
her.
you can help me. Thank you.
I just opened up with like, "This is the biggest, baddest motherfucker you've
No,
ever
no.
seen in your life." Like he whooped everybody's ass. Yeah, he's never fought.
Well, we
those.
want everyone to vote against him
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that
I
we can
guess.
win. There, woo! There we go.
He's like a blind man, and he throws like a half-eaten apple he was biting at Elris.
Elris, miss it, miss
It
it,
just-
Elris.
It just bonks him in the head.
Flinch really hard.
just-
Flinch really hard,
just
like
go
you're
ahead.
Elris uses deflect projectile.
catapults the apple
Yeah.
back at the guy.
No, it just hits him. And Elris, do a performance check as you're trying to pretend to be blinder and weaker than you are.
Performance.
Okay. So as it hits you in the face, you're like kind of like you have kind of splattered apple in your face, and you kind of stumble back. Ugh. He's like, "You guys are sick, cruel, entering a blind guy into fights." He's like, I like it. This will be fun.
Listen, he doesn't have a lot of time. You know, it's on his bucket list. And we're just trying to support a friend here. We know he can do it. This is kind of chump change for us, you know.
It's like, you guys got a heart of gold. It's a beautiful story.
I want
And
to.
it's like, let's get your terminally ill friend into the ring so they can get the shit beat out of him.
Oh, he's gonna love it. Thanks, man.
Okay.
Man,
wanna
this is
do
some
my,
shit.
Are there people here right now, like audience members? or
Yeah,
anything
it's like
that?
it's not a giant arena. It seems like this kind of like back, but there are people kind of around.
Okay. I'm gonna cast disguise self. Is it okay if I do that before, like, I kind of like become seen by the other people around, or like, is there a way I can do it without people seeing me cast disguise self?
Dude, if he's gonna cast Disguise Self, I also would like to cast Disguise Self.
I too would like to cast this guy.
I just want to. I want.
Okay. We're gonna say.
Want,
Okay, we'll say this if you guys wanted to before coming into here. You guys all disguise yourselves.
I want to look like a smaller version of whatever Eddie looks like,
I think.
but
Elris
with
should
fancier
do the same.
clothes.
I think Elris shouldn't do it though.
I was just
I don't
joking.
think
I'm
Elris
not-
can. cannot.
Elris literally
No,
has.
I have.
Do
I
you
can do
really?
it.
Elris has
Yes.
furball magic. You could make yourself look shorter and more human.
That could help.
Hey, you
us.
should do
That's
that.
true.
There you
Okay,
go.
do
I
that.
guess I will do that.
So you don't look like a
Okay.
furball at all. You look at just like a. You kind of look like just a blind, kind of older guy.
Okay, my goal though with
Are you
disguise self
okay?
is I want to like walk around. and,
Oh, this is
to the
Triple
people here.
H's song. Okay, now
Yeah,
I
you
know
listen-
what you're
it's
talking
just
about. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sounds so much familiar now. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, my goal is to like walk around and like talk to people, like make banter and just hype up how fucking terrible of a fighter Elris is.
Okay.
About how this dude's just gonna be like a free bet against. And
Can
stuff
I?
like that.
I just want to interrupt real quick. Can you guys see Cosmo's face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he looks Kind of.
Does his eyes look kind of okay? This side right? He's probably not going to fucking.
Yeah,
Never mind.
well, let me
His
answer
eyes
your
look kinda
question
weird.
with a 12-page thesis on all the information I was able to get about your cat's eye from that 480p camera.
Here.
Yeah, I couldn't see at
Oh,
all.
shit.
Are his eyes watery or something? Yeah, they
I
look
mean-
perfectly fine from here, dude. I can't really see too much.
Do you see something with your elf vision eyes? Kind of.
He's just acting kind of weird,
Yeah.
and it looks like he's squinting it from
Hmm.
here.
Hope he's okay.
He does he had a scratch there a couple days ago, so I'm kind of curious if that has anything to do with it.
Is
Alright.
he still eating and playing?
Yeah, he's acting fine. It's just
I wouldn't
think
be
it's
too concerned about it just yet then, unless you wake up one day and he just doesn't open his eye. Then I think that would be a concern.
all right. All right, we're fighting or some shit.
Okay.
Right, yeah, so.
I'm gonna pee really quick, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, you said that like 10 minutes ago.
I know. I've been holding it this whole time.
Are you going in the downstairs bathroom?
Yeah,
He's probably gonna run up here to pee. But our downstairs bathroom is so cold. Did that light just flash?
Yeah, I saw
It did,
too.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was him, and then he realized he should turn it back on, or what.
So what are you disguising yourself as?
I already said a smaller version of whatever you're disguising
Oh,
yourself
okay.
as.
I'm just gonna like make myself. I'm just gonna change my face up a little bit.
You know
and-
that guy who
excuse me.
hires all those thugs to prevent that bridge from being built in Naruto, like the first
Gonzo?
arc?
Is that
Yeah,
yeah.
Gonzo. Yeah, I'm
Gonzo, that's
picturing myself looking like that guy.
He's got that like fucking evil laugh.
He does. That was pretty good.
I was imagining myself as like I don't know. Shit, no, I lost it. I was gonna say Mako from Legend of Korra.
Oh,
Just
he's
like some,
hot.
like, yeah, some just like strapping dude with a scarf or whatever. Who's like a
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But then I was thinking more like Aragon, like kind of like covered in like cloaks where you can't really see who I am and shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, I like you being Gonzo though. Oh, or maybe I'll sound like a maybe I'll be like a 20s newsy.
All right.
All right, so
Excuse me.
I'm gonna be a 1920s newsy boy, and Marissa is gonna be the guy who hires the bridge builder assassins in Naruto the first arc, the short guy with the glasses and the evil
Remember that guy, Shane, the gangster leader
who hired
that was
Gonzo?
preventing the bridge from being built?
Gonzo from Gonzo Corporation.
The one who got his ass beat at the end, and
Yeah,
he saw
yeah.
Zabuza be a double.
That's Marissa, and I'm a 1920s newsboy, like New Jerseyan.
All right. So you're kind of like going to, as Elris, you step into this ring, getting ready for your fight. I will say that you kind of work your way up the ladder. So we're going to do quick skill checks here. Give me an attack roll, a dexterity saving throw, and then a constitution saving throw.
What needs to be the attack roll? Just anything.
Yeah, just normal attack roll.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't we do our like persuasion checks first on like?
So
Trying
while
to-
he's going to fight, yeah, both give me deception checks because that's what this would be.
Okay.
Me too?
Mm-hmm.
He said just a deception?
Yeah.
You said attack and dex. You just said dex.
A constitution saving throw and then a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
My deception check should be a 20. Just FYI. Even though I
I'm
rolled
petting you,
5.
Cosmo.
Your deception check should be a what?
A 20 because of Silver Tongue.
Okay. So I'd say you kind of successfully convince. You guys are talking about this blind man out there. You're able to. Ellis, you're able to. You're just fighting some mooks as they come out there. You're just fighting some like normal bar brawlers as they come out, and that's what those 3 checks were. Is you were able to, with the attack roll, you're able to fight off most of them. You easily defeat the first couple, and with your the performance check, you're trying to make it look a little more difficult. So it looks like. Actually, give me one more performance check. I'm going to see something here.
Me?
No, this is
No.
for.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
All
But
right.
with silence.
All right. So what you're doing then is you were attempting to make it look like you were just kind of accidentally winning, almost like kind of a drunken fighter, making it look like the Jackie Chan scenes where it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, but still somehow winning. But you're not very good at that, so you're just whooping ass out there.
But you're not very good at that.
Yeah, so you're out there not able to kind of disguise your skills as you're out there just easily, like you're dodging almost every hit, you're deflecting attacks into like walls, you're just like just a fucking whirlwind out there tearing through some of these lower level guys. And the crowd's starting to get very peaked up and interested as they're coming in, like seeing this blind guy fight. And with those deception checks, they're starting to not believe it as much as they're starting to see this. Like the bets are starting to change hands as some of the people earlier, like the first few bets. And then as you're working your way up, kind of like fighting through some of these people, with your Constitution saving throw, I'd say that you...
He has a bardic inspiration, by the way.
Okay, did you want
Could I
to...
add that to it?
You could use that to your Constitution saving throw if you wanted to. It's
It
only
would still
plus
probably
8,
be
though.
really low.
Yeah.
This might be metagaming, but I feel like I'm not to use it, and then that'll give Silas and Eddie an opportunity to.
Yeah, if they want to influence the fights in a way that is not obvious, they can try. Yeah.
Okay,
So I feel like
I think I can.
Yeah, actually, I'm not going to use it. I think this will give them more of an opportunity to try and to help me look
I could
inept.
some shit. Make you look bad?
Yeah, I feel like if I with that bad Constitution saving throw, it'll give me more of an opportunity to look bad, and then I'll give you two an opportunity to be like, look, he's not a fighter. He's getting his ass whooped or something.
But okay. All right. I cast Shatter on Elris and deal 3d8 lightning damage.
What?
No, I don't know, man.
Uh,
I could curse you.
No, I don't. You don't need to do that. Like I had a bad roll, Colin. That's why I'm saying I'm not using the bardic inspiration.
I don't know what I can do to accomplish what you're expecting.
you?
You want us to influence the fights? How? Like,
Yeah.
As in, I had a bad Constitution saving throw. Therefore, something bad is probably going to be happening to me. Therefore, that gives you two an opportunity to make me more inept to persuade gamblers to bet on the
Can
other
I do
people.
the pocket watch your second chances for him, Shane?
oh, that okay. I see what
Yeah,
you're
I'd
saying
say you
now.
could probably use that on one of them.
Alright, I would like to use it then.
Okay. I mean,
You
I
get
could
a
probably
second
just,
chance on one of your rolls, Kyle.
Okay, roll a d10 for me, Marissa, as you do that.
No, I don't have to.
Okay, I'll roll one then.
I'm rolling.
Excuse me.
Wow.
So your pocket watch goes sprung, and like the spring kind of pops out a little bit, and Elris, you feel this sense of dread as you feel unlucky.
Fuck.
So with the pocket watch,
Don't we kind of need him to throw anyways? So
basically, this means
maybe it works in
I
our
can
favor.
I can institute disadvantage if I don't like one of your rolls. You have 3 unluckiness things to you from this pocket watch, which normally gives you second chances and gives you a benefit, but with the one,
Is that on me?
yeah, you're unlucky. Basically, it cursed you. Basically, all these weapons that you guys got from
Wasn't that our fucking goal to curse him? You were literally going to curse him, Colin.
literally.
I said that sarcastically.
But it's like Silas, as you recognize to where, because you remember recognizing this before, all the items you guys got from Raymond Vance seem to have a curse on them, not out of malicious intent, but out of just careless incompetence. Like,
What about this? Can I be like one of the guys in the crowd, like screaming and chanting, but like weave vicious mockeries?
yeah, you could do that.
Elris's opponents.
As long as something wouldn't be obvious of you casting a spell.
Does Elris? How many fights does Elris have to go through? Is this like?
What we're doing is he just fought through some normal ones, so we're just skipping ahead. He like fought through some of these guys to get to the tier.
So he's at the grand final now.
So we're saying you
Okay.
kind of like worked your way up through these guys, and that Constitution saving throw was just you kind of taking a spell, and you took 10 damage from a spell that you didn't weren't able to resist off.
Who? Kyle? Elris?
And
Okay, well then I'm gonna do healing word on him.
Okay, yeah, you
Under
can do
my
that.
breath.
And for spells, I'd say healing word. Okay, roll a stealth check for me as you're trying to.
Oh
hide.
come on! I can be quiet, Shane.
I'm because a spell like
I
healing
can
word is
literally
more
whisper.
direct. Yeah, a healing spell like that is more because that's that kind of shit with like glowing fucking shit. So I'm just seeing how well you can keep the spell like hidden.
I'm gonna cast it at a second.
Okay, and
No, I'm gonna cast it. He said do a what?
stealth check. Yeah.
Oh!
All right. So yeah, you're just as you're cheering, you're able to weave it in there, and it just instead of being a bright glow kind of from Elris, it just subtly heals some of his wounds. So go ahead and roll your heal. And Elris, as you're kind of approaching this grand final, you're still in your human form. You see from the other.
Wow.
But isn't that
Thanks.
plus something?
Yeah, my intelligence, I think, because that's my spellcast. Or
And
what is
it's-
my spellcast? Yeah,
it's your
intelligence,
intelligence.
right? Yeah, so +4. So you get 5, 6, 5. I can't do math.
You actually get plus 8 because of your fucking alchemy. Remember, all of your damaging and healing spells also get your intelligence modifier in addition.
Oh, I didn't know it was my healing spells too. I thought it was just damage.
Yeah, so that's the fun part, Alchemist. That's the only the cool part with
So
like all your cantrips and shit. Yeah, so you get
So
plus
he gets 9 points.
All right, so heal 9 points back there, and you see from the other end
That's for you, Kyle. Heal yourself
I got
9
it.
points.
as the
Okay.
announcer is kind of up there, kind of like shouting. He's like, "And now we've come to the grand finals." And then he has like, on one hand, this mysterious blind challenger from parts unknown.
He's terminally ill. There's no way he'll win this.
And it's just like, and it's the gods must be smiling on him with his. And he tells this tragic story of your illness and a lot. Elris, you're hearing this shit for the first time. A lot of it as the rumors that were spread around, like your terminal illness, your terrible childhood, you're malnourished, like all this tragic shit about you. And it's like, and on the other hand, our reigning champion, Cinder.
Oh,
And you see, she
Hey,
grabs the
guys.
mic. She just kind of like jumps down, like she's like the bullhorn there, and she's like shouting to the crowd, and she's just like amping them up, getting them all hyped. And she turns to Elris, and she just pulls out this big ass fucking sword, like a
I'm
two-handed
going
sword.
to run down towards Cinder's spot. Can I talk to her real quick?
You could kind of shout something, yeah.
No, I don't want to shout it. I want to just tell it to her.
Yeah, I'd say that you'd be able to get kind of like through the crowd,
Okay.
being small.
Cinder. Hey, Cinder, over here.
She kind of looks. She's like, what? Oh, look, it's the little pet from. Oh no, you look like someone different, don't you? So she doesn't recognize you. Yeah, you look like
Can I
someone.
reveal myself to her?
If you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna reveal myself to her.
Okay.
It's me. By
She's
the
like-
way, Elris said you were so beautiful last night that he really wants to fool around with you later, but his ego's kind of been down, so I think he kind of needs a W here.
She doesn't know because Elris is looking like. A
Yeah,
human
I'm
from
hidden
the other-
too.
Yeah,
I look like a frail,
Okay,
decrepit
but she
man.
saw who I was before, right?
yeah. I'd say that she kind of recognizes you there, but
Okay.
kind of dimly because
Elris
she
is
was drunk there.
disguised
So she's
also
like,
right now. That's him.
she's like,
Like I said, he needs a win here.
that's the big guy with the.
That's
purple
the big
skin."
guy. He's the guy that loves you. He is really interested.
She's
But like I said,
well,
he's kind of
obviously.
been taking some hits. You know, he's feeling kind of down. I think winning this match and then getting a little shot at you later might kind of bring him up a little in more ways than one.
She so she kind of gets a grin. It's like, so that's Elris over there, the man who
Yeah.
rejected my advances.
No. He never outright rejected you. In fact, when you left, he spilled entirely how he's also never been with a woman. He's quite inexperienced. And that's why he was very shy.
Deception check.
Eddie's helping me.
Eddie's way over there. No help here, baby.
No, I said I followed.
No, he said he followed.
You
I
followed.
followed her. Yeah.
So a deception?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I help? Just advantage?
No, it's
Yeah,
just
I
advantage.
guess it's just advantage on that.
Good.
Oh, thank God you gave me advantage. It's a +4. I mean, 12.
So, yeah, just with that plus.
Wait,
so,
why did it roll 3 times?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know.
So she looks to you and she's like, so he's inexperienced. She cracks her knuckles. She's like, I'm going to give him some experience. And she runs
Words
towards
right. Oh!
Elris. She just lets out this like bellowing battle rage as she rages and comes at you. All right, roll.
Oh, God.
Roll. So we're gonna do initiative in a way to where it's like quick combat, to where it's not just a set initiative back and forth. It's at each round, depending who goes first. It's like a quick initiative. So do a quick initiative roll.
All of us?
No, just you guys.
Oh.
And I'll say that every few rounds, you guys in the stands have a chance to help using your.
Oh, okay.
Let me select my character icon.
Because like their battle's gonna be like fast as they're just doing their own thing.
Let's go. 19.
All right, so you make the first move. So she's coming. She's running at you. You're able to move first.
Okay. Do I still have all my weapons?
Yeah, I'd say that you have all your shit.
All right, I'm going to. All right, where's my weapons? Okay, there it is. One-handed or one strike will be two-handed staff. The other will be glass staff, one-handed, and a flurry of blows.
All right, make your strikes there.
There it is. I think I rolled that twice. My bad.
Ooh, good thing the first one was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
And flurry of blows is 3. Yeah. 1, 2, and 3.
Damn, you rolled a 1 twice.
Yeah, that's an ass. And
Only
I
your
will have her make it.
okay, only your
Go
first
ahead.
strike hits.
Out of all those flurry of blows, only the first
Yeah,
one?
the
Oh,
highest
well, I
of the
guess,
flurry was 14, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other two were actually really low. And I'll have her make
The glass
a.
staff, though.
I'll make
Sorry,
her
go
make a
ahead.
dex saving throw.
Or what happens?
She's prone.
All right, Dex is 12. What's the DC
Minus
against?
16.
Woo!
Okay, I think the way it's so I think it's your proficiency, which is okay. I'll just for this one I'll say fail because I'm not sure how the proficiency thing works. So because yours is I think it's your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency bonus on top of 8 because that's how spells work.
Which would be.
So I think it's 11 plus your dexterity modifier. I'm going to write that down really
Which
quick.
would be. That would be 14 then.
So she has to beat a 14. Okay, we'll say that she got the 12 there. So, yeah, so she goes prone. So actually, we'll say since you moved first, she's not quite raging yet. So you're attacking for 7
Wow,
bludgeoning.
you're a cheater, Shane.
Why?
You already said she was raging.
But he won the initiative thing first.
All right.
Yeah. So as she falls down, plus it's more thematic. So she falls to the ground as you make her as you sweep her legs with a staff, and she trips after she was moving out of the way of your first few blows. And she's pretty quick. She's quick on her feet, and a few of them you were able to hit, and it just seems like it kind of didn't even impact. You just kind of shrugged it off the glancing blows to her body.
Wait, she's an elf, right?
Yeah. And as she lands
She's
to
really
the ground,
tough for an elf.
yeah, she's really tough. She's so
She's
she
a
sits there,
barbarian.
and as she looks up to you, her
Stop.
she goes and then just enters she just screams, and then her red hair starts to kind of flare out a little bit, and then fire actually starts to kind of coalesce around her body, and now she just seems to have this fire aura around her, and her green eyes start to have this flickering flame in them, and then she runs at you as she starts to go berserk, and now she's raging. She does a reckless attack and comes at you with advantage, but then she's disadvantaged on her responding. So, what's your AC?
17.
All right. So
Shit.
she rolled 14 plus her proficiency, which at your level would be 3. So she's a plus 8 to hit. 22.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the shit?
Barbarians, baby. So she comes at you with her...
+8?
That's fake.
I mean, +5 plus her proficiency. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Don't
What's your
explain it to
guys'?
me.
Yeah, what's your guys'
It's
shit?
fake.
My
What?
plus to hit? Well, what is,
Yeah,
actually,
your
what
plus
is my
hit's pretty good, yeah.
It's 6. That's pretty good.
All right. She swings again with advantage because of her reckless attack. So she's doing 2 swings because she has extra attack. So she's coming at you twice. Both of them connect at you with her sword.
Rip
So she just
Elris.
pummels you. And she does... let me find my fucking... All right, so... So she hits you for... Let's see, 14 plus 7, 21 damage.
I am going to reflect damage.
Oh, okay. So she's hitting you for 21, but only one of those attacks you can reflect because she's attacking twice. So we'll say that
I'll
you
reflect
reflect the
the-
highest one.
Yeah, though.
So we'll say
I
just
think it was 14, you said?
yeah, I'm just going to divide this stuff since 21. Yeah, so we'll say you reflect 14 of that. And then she actually does as she's raging, the kind of fire aura around her. You take an additional 2 damage just from being next to her every turn. So take yourself an additional 2 damage. And so she gets reflected with a 14. And so as she smacks you, she almost laughs as the slashing damage comes back to her, and she's just loving it. And now it's do a dexterity roll.
I'm gonna.
This is another initiative
skedaddle,
roll.
guys.
Oh my god.
So she goes again.
What the fuck?
And she just makes her swing. She doesn't have advantage on these attacks. 18 to
You
hit.
might
What's your
not
AC?
fucking beat them. What the
17.
17.
Okay, so one hits, the other one misses. So she just comes at you with a second strike and does, let's see, 7 plus 5, which is her strength, plus she's raging, which is 2. So that's 9. So that's 14 damage on the second strike. So she just pummels you aside, and you take an additional 2 damage from fire. And then it's Elris, your action, and I'd say you guys in the stands get one thing you can do.
I'm gonna fucking healing word his ass.
Okay, and I'm gonna say with your stealth check, your healing words at the very least are safe. Like those you're able to disguise because you rolled that
Okay.
really. I think it was a nat 20 even.
Colin, or what's your name? Eddie. You have healing word too, don't you?
No, I have to touch to heal.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind then.
I think I'm just gonna yell vicious mockery as a chant to the crowd.
All right, so she does a wisdom saving throw. She looks around, kind of.
She's gonna beat a 14.
Okay,
as
so
a
she
barbarian.
fails that one, so she takes some damage from that.
She takes 2 psychic damage.
And so she's kind of like looking. She like looks around at the crowd, like as you guys like break a little bit, like step back, and she just starts flipping off the crowd because she hears your insult, and she's just pissed. So she's like flipping off the crowd. And Elris, it's your action.
Wait, Shane, real quick. Do I still have to roll a d20?
No,
Oh, I could just roll the.
yeah, just roll the d4
Okay.
and then heal +8.
Okay.
All right, Silas, what are you doing?
I told you a healing word.
I mean, Elris, what are you doing? You heal
Hey, you heal for 10.
10 points.
Okay. But using a potion or some sorts, can that be used as a bonus action?
Only I could do that.
What kind of potion is it?
I still have that mushroom water.
That one, if you wanted to take it, that's an action, but that's a fucking full heal. That's like a rest in a bottle.
What? You cut out.
It's a what?
The mushroom
rest in a
water is a
bottle,
rest
you
in a
said.
bottle. That's like a full heal, like it's a full rest in a
Oh.
bottle.
Yeah.
So if you
I
wanna
mean,
use
are
it
you
here.
really that low? Where are you at?
Yes. Make a medicine check.
Well, I mean, what you say? Let him. What are you at? Like, you don't have to say the exact.
Before the healing, I was at 7. And I was at full health. I was
Oh
at
my
full
God.
health.
This
Damn.
man is fucking dead.
What
One
the
more
fuck?
turn, dude.
Yeah, I would use that shit then.
I mean, maybe it's
Well, even
Uh,
with my 10?
Eddie, do you have any other? Okay, no, you action. You can
With your
bardic
10, I'm at
inspiration.
17 now.
I can do
Oh,
something
wow.
like. I guess it depends on how inconspicuous I want to try and be.
So
I
her
could do,
next
like,
attack.
command.
Here's the
Or I
thing.
can do
Make an
no
insight
curse.
check really quick using your hearing, Elris.
Let me see here. Oh my fucking god.
All right.
I can like one thing I could do is hideous laughter, like and make it like a like from the crowd kind of thing.
If you want to try that one, I would make a stealth check roll to see because that's a more complicated spell than just.
Yeah, or I could run command and like make her just fucking sit. I don't know.
I'd say those types of spells would ask for a stealth check. You could try. You could definitely do something like that, but to see if you could hide it would be a stealth check.
Okay.
You can bardic inspirations for free and vicious mockeries for free, basically.
Okay, so I definitely want a bardic inspiration, my dude,
Okay.
Elris. Wait, no, he already has one. He already has a bardic inspiration.
That's true. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's
so
your
I
turn,
guess I
Elris.
wanna-
So what are you doing?
I guess I want a hideous laughter. Or no, I already vicious mockery. I only get one.
You
right?
did.
Yeah.
You also
okay.
have the stunning strike, Elris.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. What was it? I forget. What the hell is it even? Let me read.
They have to do like
about
a
it.
saving throw or they're stunned.
And stun, they can't do jack dick, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can
but
do
you're
jack
kind
dick.
of fucked, though, if you miss that.
Yeah, I'd say that where she's vicious mockery, so she has disadvantage on the next attack, and you have advantage in all of your attacks because she used reckless blow that last turn.
Well, here's the thing. I can always just use a key point to get the fuck out. I don't think she could reach me if I just use my max.
Okay.
You gotta win, maybe.
Yeah, you gotta
You got
win.
money on you.
Well, if she
You
uses
could
her
stay
entire
far away.
turn,
We got our
to catch
entire
me-
life savings on you.
This is
You're
what
not
I
gonna
was.
let
She
her
has to-
down, are you?
So you could attack and then like disengage to try to like get away. Like if you wanted to try to like keep your distance. I need to see how fast barbarians are because I know sometimes.
I
She's
don't- I
gotta
have
be
no idea.
slow. There's no way she's.
I was gonna say, she has to be
and
slow.
fast.
I mean, at level 5, they literally get a thing called fast movement.
Oh God, my next
Well-
character's totally gonna be a barbarian, dude. I got.
I don't think she can be faster than me though.
She's 40 feet, 30 feet natural, plus 10 feet with fast movement. What are
There's
you
just
at?
no way. I'm at fucking 40. How is she as fast as I am? I don't.
Barbarians have 30
What the
natural,
fuck?
so
I wanna
30
be a
natural speed,
barbarian so bad.
and then fast movement at level 5, your speed increases by 10 feet. I'm just making it the same level you are.
They're OP
That's
as
re-
shit.
With your
That's
insight,
crazy.
okay, I'm gonna allow each
I don't
someone else in the
dig
crowd
about-
have an insight check to see
Let's
because
fucking
there's weaknesses to
go.
barbarians, and I want to see
Here,
if you guys
let
will
me
catch it.
Can I use my? No, I probably shouldn't use my bardic inspiration on a fucking 1.
Yeah, it literally won't make a difference.
No, I'd say with you guys don't know. Like,
God damn it.
yeah, there is a weakness
I
to.
mean, I-
We can't have. Well, wait. You didn't even ask us if we. I would rather have helped Eddie instead of rolled myself.
Nah,
Wait,
I just
how
had you
do
roll
you
yourself.
Well, that's kind of bogus because I
No, that's
should
fine.
be able to help.
So is a stunning strike on any attack? Or
Yeah, it's
just,
any one of your attacks. You can try it.
At Mercer
Alright.
would have let me, Shane.
Matt
Oh,
Mercer
no.
actually would not have let. So many times he's like, no, you need to set it before. No backtracking. And also,
both
he
my
wouldn't let
attacks
you
are
help
gonna
from the
be-
stands. That's not raw.
Alright, well,
Can
Matt
Can
Mercer's
stunning strike be attack? Can be added to any of my attacks, or just
Stunning
one of
strike
them?
can. No, you can try it each strike. Like if they fail one, you can try it the next one as long as you burn a key every time.
Okay, let me see how many key points I have. Okay. Where am I? Okay. First strike is going to be with the glass staff and the melee. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell?
You have advantage, don't you?
Yeah, you have an advantage on all attacks. This was the advantage with that.
Okay.
You can Bardic Inspiration if you want to, but you're getting the sense that she's hard to hit.
She's what?
She's hard to hit. You're getting the sense like after her first attacks that kind of shrugged off.
Okay.
All right, so
Here's
that one,
my-
you swing your staff. You have an advantage on everything here.
Yeah, but I'm still rolling pretty dick.
Yeah, so she's just like coming at you. She's glancing. The blows are kind of glancing off, just kind of reflecting off of her as she's coming towards you. And you still have
I still have another attack.
you have a
and-
bonus action, so you can use one of your key point actions or just a regular.
Well, I get 2 attacks, and you said so I can still attack her again. Even if they don't hit her, can I stunning strike, or does it actually have?
No, it
to
has to hit her.
Okay. Here's my next one then. Oh my god!
Yeah, she's just coming at you.
Did that one hit? 4 damage, of course.
Well, how many attacks did you do here?
Well, if I have advantage, then when I just
Okay.
roll them.
So I'd
twice-
say that she's just so she's using her sword, kind of like she's pretty quick. So she's actually dex.
Dude, have you seen how many fucking ones I rolled?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I think they've all been ones.
So only
All of
one of those attacks hits,
No.
even with all
I
the
guess I'll use-
disadvantage.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you wanted to
I'll
use
use
a
a
bardic
key-
inspiration on one of those higher ones, you could potentially make it land. The highest one you had before was a 16.
15. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I may as well.
My God,
Makes it a
dude, what
17
the
from the
hell?
16. Okay, so
Yeah.
that one's 17. So all of it. So as she's coming at you, you're she's not even bothering to try to like dodge some of the strikes, but they're coming, and she's just like glancing off her body as she's coming, and you can feel the heat from her fire aura. And she, as she raises her attack again, you're able to get in under her defense because she's having no care for defense, and you smack twice. So your glass staff, you're able to crack it across and then come in, and then for like a secondary upper one. So 2 of those hits. And because
I'll
barbarians rage, they have resistance to all bludgeoning damage.
Dude, I'm not hitting this thing at all.
So you
She's not
deal
taking anything.
2 and 6 damage total. Yeah, I'd say
Oh my
with your
God.
insight checks, yeah, you guys are in the.
All right, so I'll burn a key point and make her for the first hit that hit her.
Okay. What's the thing she has to do?
Oh, sorry, it's a con saving throw.
Con saving throw. She is high constitution.
I know.
Yeah, so 16.
Let me go back and check. I think that probably beats mine. What do I have to like? What number am I looking for?
I'm thinking your saving throws. Yeah, key saving is. Oh, plus your wisdom modifier. So it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus. So your proficiency would get up to 11 plus your wisdom modifier.
It's a 14.
Okay, so 14 she has to beat. So she gets a 16 on the first one. The second one you can try to make it 2. So you're going to use the key point
I'll
there.
try it.
She 20'd.
Yeah.
She net 20.
Okay.
So she shrugs off both of those coming at you. And this would be to where you guys can both do another roll off to see who goes first here.
Can I use a bonus action to get the hell out?
You could bonus action disengage if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my
Or
boots.
you could dodge. So you could dodge.
Fucking dodge.
Yeah, you could patient defense to dodge and then try to run away. She would get 1 opportunity attack, but it would be disadvantaged as you run away.
True.
But then you'd be dodging this whole
Oh.
next round.
I'm just gonna use patient defense then.
Okay. Are you going to stay there, or you try to run?
No, she'll get. I just don't. I feel like running's not. I'm just gonna give her an opportunity to attack me, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, just.
So you just kind of have
patient
to like
defense.
lock her. You're like locked down in there. All right. So do a dexterity. So you patient do your dexterity check.
There we go.
16. Okay. So you go first. All right. So it's her action after this, but you go.
Oh my god! It's almost. I use a bit key point for nothing.
I'm going to say to where hers, you still get it though. Like.
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't just skip the turn there. It's just I'd say that key point because you're faster. You could just get bonus to like attack twice kind of deal.
All right, we're gonna do the same thing I just tried with my attacks. Or
What are you guys doing
Where?
in the stands? You're watching as Elris is getting pummeled back. Like it's just a constant. She's advancing on him, and he's with
Are we
everything he
able to
has
do-
backpedaling.
Oh, so we are able to do something now.
Yeah, it's just
Do your do a initiative roll for you guys to see if you're faster than she is. Because if you're faster than she is, you can start to move.
okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna start making more strikes and hoping to get good rolls.
So you rolled a 16.
Do I still?
Eddie goes
do I
first.
still have,
So Eddie, you're
do I still
able to
have
make an
advantage?
action here.
That was a plus 10.
Do I still have advantage
On
on attacking, or was that?
yeah,
just
no, because
for
I'd
that?
say the way we're kind of doing this is you're able to just basically get an extra turn. But she also has a chance
Okay.
to get an extra
I
turn.
can't make a turn, right?
You'll be able to make one after she does, so not this
All
round.
right.
You
Well,
don't
I'm
make a
gonna go
turn.
get a drink.
Dude. So is it Eddie's go or mine right now?
You guys both are moving, so Eddie, you can do something to help.
How did he get a freaking plus 12?
Yeah, I have no idea, dude.
Like this is. It's,
I literally am trying to figure it out. Well, it must be right. Better just go.
Wait, let me check.
Anything- anything that would give her disadvantage or me advantage is like the go.
I can do vicious mockery, or I can do hideous laughter, which might
But
like.
doesn't she already have disadvantage for the next round? For her next turn?
Does she?
She would because she hasn't gotten to
Oh,
move
okay.
yet.
Yeah, she
from
hasn't
that.
got so.
Well then.
And
You
I
could try
already have
something.
advantage.
Yeah, you could try something different, Eddie, if you wanted to.
So I want to give you another bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
True.
I get one more of those. And I can either do. Oh wait, maybe there's something in my on my loot of magic that I can do. What if I
I was
give
gonna-
him flying or levitate, and the barbarian that he can't reach him?
I mean, that you could try, but that does seem pretty obvious.
What if I make you invisible?
I can turn invisible myself.
Well,
But that would cost an action for you to do it.
So he could take his turn, and it's only will last for one turn. But if he wants to, he could use one turn to just dip.
So if Eddie does it for you, then you still have your action. You know?
I guess.
And it would just make it so that she
Um,
can't find you or hit you.
well, who takes their turn first?
We're taking them in tandem, but
Yeah,
like
so
you can
both
make
of you
me
go
invisible.
before she
Who or the
does.
lady? Elris or
Elris is
or,
going first before she does.
Oh well, then yeah, then invisibility would be pointless because you'd have to just like not attack on your turn.
I can't
but
attack while invisible.
You attack, but then you break invisibility.
She has
Oh, yeah, that
disadvantage
doesn't-
on her
that
next
doesn't
make
attack
sense.
roll, but I can still do hideous
Well,
laughter.
didn't it give him
and
advantage?
prone.
I already have advantage.
Oh, do you right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, just do another. I don't know. Give her disadvantage again. Vicious mockery.
She already has a disadvantage.
yeah,
Oh
she's already
God!
missed. So I could.
Can't you run up to Elris and like touch his ankle and heal him or something?
What if I?
No, I don't think you could run up and
What's
touch
her?
it.
What's the girl's name? The elf.
Cinder.
girl's name? What if I kind of like touch her ankle and give her curse?
You can't touch her. I'd say that's way too
Okay.
obvious. Like you could invisible and try. That could be a thing if you want to invisible and get down to the ring. But I'd say you're. If she misses an attack, it's coming at you because she's like wildly swinging. It's just like crazy. So
yeah,
to
but
get
you'll be
that close-
fine. You can take an attack.
I don't think you can, Cole.
Dude, I literally have more health than you.
Yeah, he'll be fine. If he gets hit once, he'll be fine. But would that break your
And I would say
disability?
that's jumping into the ring, though. So that's you're going invisible, you're in the ring, but you're not doing anything else this turn.
But what?
You're invisible and in the ring, but you aren't doing anything else this turn.
I don't know if you have another
What?
turn, dude.
So
Okay, I'm
that's-
just gonna cast Hideous Laughter.
All right, do a stealth check as you're trying to disguise the hideous laughter spell.
Yeah, my cloak gives me +2 to these. I have a stealth cloak.
I know, and roll a 10-sided die.
Woo!
Why
No,
not just
enough
make it-
of your 10-sided die, Shane.
Oh, give me a 10. Oh, okay.
Woo!
Okay.
I wish you would have rolled a 1.
Fuck
Yeah.
your
Okay.
10
Yeah, none of you guys are curious
boy.
about all these 10-sided die rolls I'm having you guys do.
I hate them.
Why don't you just make an
Curious.
insight check
Oh.
so you can figure out her weakness?
Yeah, if you wanted to try again with an insight check.
Can we?
I'd say...
Well, I mean, Silas would have to do that.
yeah, I'd
I
say
mean,
everyone
I
can
mean,
try.
That
Everyone
would
can
be
try.
my action?
No, everyone can try, because you guys tried one round.
okay.
You can try another one.
Okay.
All right.
Gotta beat a 15 for these insights.
God damn it.
Nope.
Oh my
How-
god.
dude.
I swear, you rolled a fucking 1 like 20 times by now.
Dude,
I
and
didn't.
so I have a +6. I
It's
just
funny.
Don't understand.
I'm not even using the pocket watch shit because he's so unlucky already. Like,
Dude.
all right.
I'm
She rolled
legitimately
a
getting pissed off.
low number.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
So she's laughing. All right.
Oh, she's laughing? She's
Dude, the
laughing at all
past-
those ones.
Dude, the past like 10 rolls, 7 of them have been ones.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's why I hate using these fucking dice.
Nah.
man.
And
Luck is
before then,
luck,
I had
baby.
2
They're
more.
rigged.
Luck
They're
is a
rigged.
little luck.
Shane has a DM.
So she
pool.
falls down as she
I've had
hits you.
11,
She points at
12.
she like is looking at her wound, so like the kind of like as you're punching her and just kind of shrugging off. She starts laughing at it, thinking it's hilarious, and then she starts to like double over in laughter, and she falls to the ground, rolling in laughter.
I've
So
had 13 ones.
all right, Elris,
Oh
you
my
get your
God.
attack.
She's prone, man. You got this.
Yeah, she's
Dude,
prone, so
isn't
you
it
have
like-
advantage on these attacks, and she
Whoop her
skips her next
ass.
turn.
But I already have advantage, so does that like stack or something?
Hold on, guys. I think this is my dad calling.
Oh, okay.
This could be a while.
All right. Well,
Okay, so let's discuss what the fuck's happening here.
I'm getting pissed off. Is what's happening.
Where are
dude.
you
Yeah, how
at,
much health
dude?
do you have?
What's your hit points? Because
I'm
here's the
at
thing:
17
is I
still.
feel like I could use some things to like help you out here, because I have other spells and I have potions, but I feel like the only one that I can do right now with the pickle that you're in is Healing Word.
Yeah, that's probably
Since
your
I'm
best
the
bet,
only one who
honestly.
can fucking help you heal
I
at
would
this
have to
point.
cut
But,
you.
like-
from you. Yeah.
Right.
I have some healing items, and I can heal myself. But
Right,
I'm
but this will but that would take an action and then you wouldn't be able to deal damage. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, I'd probably just have to keep doing. I wonder if I can. No, I can't cast. Well, and that's the thing is I'm down to I think I can only use it once more. And then I'm out of spells.
I have plenty of spells.
Right, but I'm talking about like healing.
I don't have a whole lot for this, honestly. If I can't, like, I don't know, I can just keep up the vicious mockeries.
Honestly, I'm kind of mad I used Disguise Self because that took up a spell slot.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like no reason to do that.
Yeah. I kind of
Damn
had it.
it. Yeah, so unless I use, I can cast it at a
What
second
the fuck,
level
dude?
spell twice more.
Wait, your cat jump up there?
Yeah.
I can. Well, let me read some of this weird shit that I have. Like, I can give you pro energy. I can give you protection from good and evil.
I don't think that one would help.
I don't even know what that does technically. Damn, no. I could do prestidigitation and chill the area around. What's her name?
Cinder.
Cinder. Yeah, I could chill the area around her, putting out her fire.
Hmm.
That might be useful. I don't know how much.
Sorry, damn. You're being stupid. What the hell your problem?
Stupid.
What's wrong, Cosmo? He's acting that's really strange. Cosmo,
How so?
as in like he's being really needy.
Do you have him
Get
locked in
water?
the room with you?
Yeah, but like I think they just now noticed.
So he is locked in the room with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Well,
there
that's probably what he wants.
water and a litter box in there?
No.
There's no litter box?
You probably want to open the door.
No.
I would let him out.
Watch, I'm gonna open it and he's not gonna do jack shit.
All right.
Highway yo.
Did he do jack shit?
Yeah, he did jack shit.
He didn't walk out?
Nope, he's right there.
Well,
Ass, man.
yeah, they'd be fucking weird.
How long do you think it's gonna be, Marissa?
I don't know, man. I don't think he's talked to his dad in a while, so it might be a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Must be something important.
I mean, maybe, but it's more so that like his dad doesn't. At least last time we talked, I don't think his dad has a phone, so it's like every once in a while he'll have the opportunity to call him. So
Oh, okay.
How'd you know? Dogs or cats?
probably cats.
Depends on the
I don't
situation.
know. Dogs.
Dogs are harder to take care of, but more rewarding because they're smarter. And then cats are easier to take care of, but slightly less rewarding, but not as a deterrent. Like I'd still get cats.
I
'cause
feel
they're
like yeah, dogs probably because they're also more. I don't know. Like I feel
needy.
like if cats do some dumb shit, like there's no way to discourage them from doing dumb shit because I feel like they'll still do dumb shit.
I don't know.
Whereas dogs, you can
My
kind of
cats.
deter them.
got
I
my
mean, more
cats.
so like negative
Yeah.
reinforcement just doesn't work with cats. Like we've tried so many things to get Ringo to not eat out of the sink, and he still eats out of the sink.
Yeah, Cosmo he just does not give a fuck. and
Whereas,
just I'll
like,
just keep doing it.
with a dog, like I can drop food, and if I, tell Ponyo not to eat it, she won't. Ringo though will like dive headfirst and like kill his firstborn
Well,
son to get
I've
that
got,
piece of food.
I've got like the cats to stop bad habits and stuff like that with negative reinforcement. Like I've got my cat to stop meowing loudly every time I walk into the kitchen, thinking that I'm gonna feed her.
I'm just
like-
saying it's a lot harder, and with some cats it just won't work.
That's I can
Whereas
see-
dogs, I feel like regardless of the dog, I feel like as long as you put the time in, you could get them to do what you want them to do.
Yeah, training a dog is weird.
It's so much easier than cats. Because cats really just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Dogs are like, hell yeah, like I want to please you. And cats are like, well, it kind of doesn't benefit me right now. So,
Yeah, it's so
you know,
weird.
I'll just
They,
kind of
like, they
do
totally
my own thing.
understand. They totally
Oh, no,
understand
yeah.
what you're
But
doing.
they're just like,
don't
nah, I'd
care.
rather not.
Yeah. Cats is bitches. Do. Well, better go back to watching
There he is.
Galaxy Brain Plays.
All right, I'm back. So what's going on?
Oh.
No, nothing.
We're just discussing what we're
talking.
going to try to do.
Plotting. You guys lucky you bought some extra time there. All right. So you have the action, Elris. I don't know what you did.
My last question was, since she has a disadvantage, or I have advantage, I mean, but like I already had it, so does like stack or something?
I give you +2 for stacking advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, as she's on the ground laughing, I'm just gonna fucking waylay on the bitch.
The crowd boos, like both confused. She just stumbles over laughing, and then you just go and you're just kicking her while she's down. All right.
Elris thing I've ever witnessed. You
So,
Yeah, dude, she keeps
He's mad.
beating my ass.
He's
I don't
mad.
care. All right, here we
Man,
go.
if only your insight checks worked here.
I swear to God, dude.
Double ones! Beautiful. You have advantage, though, so roll again.
Are
That's
you
true.
kidding me?
Beautiful.
Okay, Shane, come on. There's
Beautiful,
Kyle,
man.
exit
Beautiful.
out of your fucking
That's literally not a
browser
thing.
and
It's
open it
fine.
up again. I don't care. That's ridiculous.
so that one
Double
hits.
ones?
That's
you got one hit.
15 ones.
So, one
my
hits.
There's
melee
no way.
advantage.
Okay, that one hits for 5.
Here's my second attack roll. Does that hit or danger? Well, I should probably roll again because of damage.
Yeah, we take the damage of the
Melee.
first roll, but yeah.
Okay. I see.
So that's 2 glass staffs, and this is just your punch. Oh, that one crits.
Nice.
Additional crit damage, 0.
So, yeah, but we don't have that. So it's
What
just 6 plus 8. So, because the crit is like a max dice. So, 6 plus 8 is 14. All right. And you do anything else with those?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll burn. Since she's prone, does stunning her even really do anything?
Stunning would make her where she skips her next turn.
Okay, then I'm just gonna. I'll use a key point to try that, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah, this is like Overwatch, dude. We're just stunned CC.
She actually gets stunned from that. You take 2 points of burning damage from her fire aura. On her turn, she's like laughing, and her body's like locked up all weird, so she's like just kind of convulsing on the floor, laughing, and that's her turn. I think she gets a wisdom. I think she would get a wisdom saving throw, but I'm gonna say because she's stunned, she can't. So she's still laughing.
I'm just gonna repeat. I'm just gonna yell sorry after I end. I'm just gonna keep.
Oh, each time it takes damage, she can potentially throw the wisdom saving throw, though.
Oh shit.
She succeeded on one of those because you were pummeling her, but she's still stunned.
Okay. Does Silas or Eddie take a turn, or do I just keep going? Whoops, sorry.
You can keep going. I could say they could probably do something, yeah.
Can I prestidigitation to chill the air around that lady and put out her fire?
I don't think it would put out the fire, no.
Oh, okay.
Cantrip versus class feature.
Is she still under the influence of vicious mockery from the first time?
I'd say that because she skipped her turn, so.
Okay. I think I'll vicious mockery again.
Do an insight check, please.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can we? Or
Yeah.
did we already fail?
I mean, you could try again on this one.
We
You guys
We
are
can
like
try
watching
an
the fight.
insight again.
Yeah, you could try the inside again.
All
Okay.
of us, or
Gotta be 15.
Okay.
I'd say Elris,
So
you're
we-
kind of stuck fighting, so.
okay.
Okay,
Woo!
Silas.
Let's go.
So Silas, you're noticing to where she seems to be encouraged by taking damage and dealing damage, and you're thinking back to how you've seen other people who are enraged. So you get the sense that if she goes a full turn without dealing damage or without taking damage, her rage ends.
Okay, I want to relay that back to
Yeah, so you could
Elris.
probably
Elris,
shout that out.
just dodge. Don't hit her. She gets turned on by it.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like with her being prone and shit, I should just take advantage of it.
I'm
Just
just
try to
you,
not-
potentially, but she took half damage. You did 31 damage, and she took half that.
run it
I'm
up
just
or run it
saying we
down.
should
She took 15
probably
damage from that.
Yeah, you should probably dodge.
just
She's gonna have
dodge it
damage.
and take your healing. Take your full heal.
She is looking
from
pretty
that
wounded
mushroom
too,
thing.
so it's up to you. She's looking pretty wounded.
Okay,
Wait,
but we should
did I
end that
vicious
rage.
mockery?
The rage should end.
Did I vicious mockery?
I'll say you can. Like I don't think you
Oh,
did.
okay, yeah. I'm gonna do that. So, we'll
no, she
stack
resisted
vicious
that.
mockery with your dodge.
She did succeed on the saving throw.
Oh,
though.
okay, never mind.
We should stop damaging her. Okay, I'm going to vicious mockery.
Well, it hasn't started yet. I'm saying, never mind. she's already stunned, so she skips her next turn, right?
No,
Yeah,
she already skipped her turn.
She,
so now
she
she's
has
back.
skipped,
Yeah, so
but
this
like
is,
I could just.
she starts.
stun her
You're
again.
watching as she's starting to like get up, as she's kind of shaking off some of this. So yeah, your turn. She's starting to get up. I'm gonna set a timer.
Okay.
I'm still attacking her.
Okay, so you're gonna waylay on her.
Do I have advantage still, or
Yeah, I'd say because she was stunned. Skip the turn. It's back to your turn, so she's no longer stunned. So this is not
Okay, but
advantage, and she was no longer laughing. She's like getting up with like fire in her green eyes.
okay? Then in that case, I will use Step of the Wind from the boots,
Okay.
and use a very good berry.
Oh,
Let's
right.
go.
so you heal 5.
Yeah. And the Step of the Wind will just get me the fuck out. And Silas can heal me if she wants to, or he wants to.
Sure.
Three plus 8.
Nice.
And what happens with the berry?
Oh.
I ate it.
Okay, so you ate the berry. Is it a wild magic chart, which was 59, which would regain your lowest level expended spell slot, which you don't have spell slots, so I'm going to give you 2 key points back.
Okay. That's really good.
I was
That
hoping you cast Fireball on yourself. That's one of the options.
Well, so never mind. Yeah, that doesn't change anything I wanted to do.
Gotcha. All right, so what are you doing there?
Just after I eat my berry, I'm getting out, getting away from her.
All right,
Just
I'd say
her range.
she doesn't get the opportunity to attack, but because she was like getting up from prone. So you do, so you're able to just kind of and you can take the dash action, which just runs double. So you are running far away. So you run to the furthest edge of the dirt pit. It's not too far, but you watch as she gets up, and her hair is still like Super Saiyaning on fire. What are you doing?
Could I have used patient defense after running away? Oh wait, no, I still had it actually. I still have not been. I used a key point. I never used it.
I think you would have used it because on her return, just she ended up getting vicious,
Okay.
like laughed and all that. I'd say no. Your bonus action was the berry, so
Okay.
you get out. So you're running as far as you can, kind of like just dashing using your speed, and your speed might have gone up. By the way, I don't know if you did.
For my level, no, it goes up. I think next level by 10. I think. But
Okay.
I don't think it was level 5.
So, like as you were starting to run, she just growls, her Super Saiyan, kind of like her fire red hair, kind of like anime style, kind of coming up. She has the fire R around her, and it like intensifies as she starts to dash towards you. And that's her whole turn, is her just trying to run up. And she is, because she's as fast as you, so she's closing the distance to you. And then as she gets closer, because it was a full turn of hers where she didn't take damage or receive damage, her hair starts to kind of like fall back, her eyes go back to green, and the fire R starts to fade away. And she's still looking angry, like coming at you, but like a lot of the kind of oomph behind her attacks seems to have gone down. So she's right next to you again. Do your dexterity check really quick. And you guys can do one too in the crowd. You get one.
We get a dexterity.
Yeah, it's like an initiative roll, which is dexterity, to see if you guys can act first.
12. Well, I think my
She got a 14.
Ooh.
All right, so you go
Alright.
first, Elris. So she's coming right next to you, kind of like.
I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
All right, so then you re-engage. Like,
I don't know
so
what else
Elris
I
just
would do.
flows back. So as she kind of reaches up, she's coming back. Her fiery aura starts to fade. Her hair glows back to normal. And as she's kind of swinging her sword at Elris, he's able to react first and starts to go in with his attacks.
Yeah. There we go. These are just normal rolls now, right?
Yeah, these are just normal.
A 1.
Beautiful. All right, so
Did
you,
any of
that was a flurry of blows you did there then.
No, that's just my normal attacks.
No, because you attacked twice and then melee twice. So flurry of blows would
Yeah,
be
when I use when I use glass staff one-handed, I can just use I can use a melee strike.
Yeah, but you used 2 melee strikes.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So
Yeah,
it would
I
have
did
taken
do
a flurry of blows. So we'll say one of them hits. Just go ahead and take 1 key point. I mean, you regain 2, so take 1 key point for your flurry of blows. And
that. The one that hits, I'm going to try to stun her too. So I'll just use those 2 extra that I just
stunning is super
regained.
dumb. Okay, she actually rolled really high there, so she dodges the stun. So she comes in as one of your attacks. So as you're kind of like backing up from the ferocity of her attacks, she's like bullying aside, like with her elbows, just shouldering aside your attacks, just like not barely even dodging them, just like catching it onto her body, moving off the brunt of it. But as she kind of gets in, you just get one last like crack, like right at her head, and she takes the full damage from that, like because her rage has ended. And then she gets to go, so she's attacking twice. All right, so the first one she swings down. She tries to go low, and you're able to kind of like jump over it. But as she sweeps in low, she comes up with a really quick attack upwards. And this is +8 to hit. Yeah, that definitely hits. That's a 21 to hit. So she comes at you. Oh, fuck. Okay. She hits you for 10 damage. No, 15 damage, because it's 10 plus her strength. So she smacks with the other sword and just kind of like, you kind of catch it on your staff, but she braces you down and like your staff slams against you and you're holding it back as you just feel your shoulders strain and pop as she forces you down, and you take 15 damage from that. Elris and Silas, you're watching as he's getting forced to the ground with the sword pushing him downwards. You each get 1 action as Elris, roll off with me for the last check for dexterity.
Me too?
No, you made yours, so you get your action.
Oh, you said Elris is watching as Elris gets smashed.
Oh, Eddie, you're watching as Elris gets kind of smashed down.
Oh, okay.
This is she did, so 6. All right, so you guys each get 1 action before her turn.
Can I summon some fairies?
Oh, fuck. I guess, if you wanted to.
I want to summon some fairies and ask them to
All right,
walk with her.
do your charisma check there.
My charisma, why?
Because every time you summon the fairies to see if they listen or just go wild.
You didn't.
Can I help her?
I did last
You
time.
didn't do that last time.
I did last time.
Right? Oh yeah, I 20. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie's gonna help me.
Okay. I'd say because he knows fairies, so he helps you there.
Never mind, I don't need it because I
Oh, fuck,
fucking
okay.
20'd again.
Jeez.
These fairies are my bitches.
All right, so these I have to roll a d4 to see how many pixies.
I also want a vicious mockery.
2 pixies. She does a saving throw. She succeeds the saving throw.
For my mockery?
Yeah.
Does.
She did a 17 minus 2 from her wisdom. 15. Does a 15?
The DC check is 15.
Yeah, so she beats it by meeting it.
Well, poop.
I'm
Poop
trying to look at
indeed.
their spells they can do. So these 2 pixies kind of like pop in, and What are you trying to have them do? Just fuck with her?
Well, I need for Elris to win, so whatever they could do to help him win.
All right. I'm trying to find their fucking spell list. They have some. It's like I don't have their thing right on my hand. Okay, so. Oh, they can cast Confusion. And. Yeah, so they're going to try to cast Confusion on her. They both try, so they're both trying to. She like shrugs off one of them. So they both kind of fly to her, and you actually hear her scream. She's like, "Fucking pixies! I thought I left you behind!" And they both kind of like are flying around her head, and she swats away one of them, but the other one comes in and gets to confuse her, so she has confusion, and she kind of grabs her head.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you. Okay.
And the crowd's
You wanna drink?
confused. The crowds are like, the pixies are invisible, but she seems. So the pixies are invisible. She sees them and is shouting out, like, "I thought I left you behind."
You know, I'll drink the apple juice.
All right, so she has confusion on her. Elris, what was your dexterity check?
It was a 6. I think it was a 6.
All right, so she
No,
wins
it
that,
was a
but she
9,
has
sorry.
to roll a d8 and something
I
happens.
rolled a 9.
Okay.
It was.
Are you
It was
sure it
3.
wasn't a 1?
I'm looking right at it.
I'm just fucking with you.
Don't. It's a
all
sensitive
those
topic.
ones you rolled.
I think it's up to 17 ones now.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
It's rigged, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think Shane kind of did something here.
I think so. He's got a DM feature.
What is it? Wait.
How is it I rolled 17 1, Shane?
Oh, so they rolled a 1 here on her. So she's confused. So she
I don't
goes
believe
first, but she uses all her movement to move in a random direction. So she makes one swing at you. So she misses as she takes one wild swing at you, and the fairies have confused her. So she's just lashing out, like not even looking, kind of like flailing. And she uses all her movement. So she starts to just run away, kind of from where the fairies are. And you just hear her
opportunity to attack.
Yeah, you
when
get an
she
opportunity
runs?
attack, just one normal attack as she runs.
Okay, and it could be anything, right?
And as she's running,
Well,
she's shouting. Yeah, it can be anything. As she's shouting,
Okay.
as she runs, she's shouting at the pixies. She's like, "I'm not going back. You can't make me." All right, so she takes the full 8. So as she's running, as you kind of like crack her, she kind of like goes, and then she's kind of cowering a little bit as like the pixie, and she starts to talk. She's like, "I'm not going back. You can't make me. I'm not going. I'm not going." And she starts to kind of like mutter as she's confused, and she looks really wounded, and she's just sitting there, kind of like now, almost looking smaller and frail, kind of like huddled, shouting at these pixies as they're kind of like dancing around her head.
Do you all have any more health things?
I
at
can
all?
healing word you, yeah, but
I think Elris would appreciate that.
yeah, is it my turn? Can I do? Can I do that?
So I'm saying so she skips her turn as she just runs away, and it looks like now she's looking pretty wounded. She's looking more frail and kind of smaller, and she's just muttering and kind of shouting at these pixies about how she doesn't want to go back. They can't make her go back.
Sorry, I'm eating something very hot.
I'm able to healing word this, yes?
Yeah, you can. And also, everybody make an intelligence saving throw. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
This is on. I got a screenshot.
What the
This.
hell?
It's beautiful.
This is crazy.
Shane, I might not play next week. I'm just gonna be honest.
All right, so
like,
Silas, as you're watching this interaction, something kind of tickles your brain about. She seems familiar.
Who's she?
Cinder
Yeah,
seems
who's
familiar.
she? Okay.
Yep. If you get so.
What does that mean? I feel like with my keen mind, if she seems familiar, that would mean that I know who she is.
Nope.
There has to be a way, Shane. You're lying.
I've given plenty of context clues.
She clearly doesn't want to go back.
It's the Ice King's daughter. It's the Ice King's daughter.
No, but there's no way.
Oh
She's
shit.
too young.
Who gives a shit? She's got green eyes. There's only one reason why
Oh,
she would
shit.
repeatedly say like green eyes.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Okay,
And,
so I'm.
All right, Elris, it's your.
I mean, what do I do with that?
I'm saying Eddie figured it out just naturally, but Silas, you got the clue, so I'd say you both figured it out there.
And I'm just clueless.
You're clueless.
'Cause I
You're
can't-
focused
'cause I
on the
can't
fight. Yeah, you're focused on the
I
fight.
can't fucking see her
entirely.
eyes anyways.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see that.
Hang on. Airvel.
Mhm.
I'm gonna shout from the crowd. Airvel, it's time to go home.
Oh shit.
She just looks out, kind of like a lot of her bluster and facade. Like she still has kind of a scarred face. She's kind of like her taut muscles of the barbarian, but she looks in that moment like a scared little girl, and she just runs outside of the arena.
Oh shit.
And like the
Nice.
pixies kind of like are following after because they recognize her too in this, so they're following. They turn into the shapes of like a sparrow and a frog, and are both kind of like chasing after her.
Sparrow and frog.
And the crowd, it looks really confused. Like there's a moment of stunned silence as everyone's like, and then they start to confusedly clap, and the announcer's like, and the champion runs away. I guess, God fucking damn it, I guess that makes this blind guy the winner.
I
Good.
stumble up from my staff holding. I'm in my staff holding me up.
So you kind of you stumble up, you're battered and bruised, and I'm not sure if your thing. I'm gonna say your thing doesn't wear off. To be kind to you, you're still looking like that. I thought it'd be funny if in the moment you popped back to your 8-foot self.
Oh
but
no.
we're gonna say that you were able to kind of come through this. You can tell your disguise is wearing very thin, like you're reaching the end of it. And the announcer guy comes up there and looks at you and just be like, "Where'd you learn to fight blind like that? Can't see." He's like waving his hand in front of your eyes.
I guess the body.
Please, no more questions. We've got to get this man back to the hospital. He's only got a couple hours left. We'll be taking our payment.
He sits there and he's like, looks really reluctant. He's like,
I jump in and it's like, a fair fight's a fair fight. He beat the champion.
he's like,
You know what I mean?
I don't know if it looked too fair to me, but and he just kind of is like, I'm not gonna skimp. It's my reputation is fair. And so he hands you guys a considerably thick sack of coins. And what did so you guys bet?
I bet like
Yeah, it was like
5K
all of that
stuff.
kind of crap.
yeah, we bought a lot of
We
stuff. And then we bet the rest of it.
6K.
We bet
Yeah, because you had 6.6 and you bought 3 horses, which would be 600, so 6K total.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to subtract to make it a 5K even because there was like weeks of living expenses I didn't subtract from you guys.
Yeah,
Each one of you
yeah,
taking
yeah.
100. So at
No,
5,000.
actually, I think I did, but whatever, it's fine.
So I think at 5,000, we're going to say with those odds, with those deception checks, because a lot of people bet on Cinder, but you were also an upper corner. So I'm going to say that doubled your money and made it authentic. So you're back to 10,000 of authentic gold.
Of authentic gold!
Let's go.
Oh my god, this was the best scam we've ever had.
And
We should keep doing this.
We should do this so many more times.
you actually
I have
find
this
a
way.
Not with those ones.
So you find I'm going to just a percentage of that because you've spent so much fake money, it's circulated around. So 10% of those turn to acorns. So you're at 9,000 because of how much money you've been spreading around for acorns.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
But you end up with
That's
9,000.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
And they kind of hustle you out of there as the other two's disguise have dropped. And Elris, as they kind of like bring you out, you're like when you guys kind of get outside of the range of everybody, your disguise goes back to you drop it and you become your 8-foot self again.
Very good. Very good.
Killing it, guys. They're killing it.
Man, even though I hated my rolls, that was fun.
Shane,
That was a really
that was
fun
fantastic. That was a
episode.
fantastic thing, Shane. Yeah,
That was fun.
Good job. Good job, dude.
The fun part is she was just a super basic. I gave her kind of high stats, but nothing like all within the realm of like you guys have these kinds of stats. That's just a barbarian, man.
I like the shit where you like we're subtly dropping clues to who she might be, and it fits too. She's like way too adventurous for her own good.
Man,
I like the dynamic of the fire and ice.
I was like afterwards, I'm like so many hints, and then you summoned fairies. I'm like, this is literally the dead giveaway, and like no one's like, yep, this is fine. This is just nope. So. Yeah, so we're gonna say.
I wouldn't have got it if you didn't say that she seemed familiar. I wouldn't have got it.
Man, you guys gotta pay more attention.
Because I barely remembered like details about her from last session.
This is what notes are useful for. Like I will do these intelligence saving throws to see some of this stuff, but like if you guys missed it, you guys just would have missed it.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
All right, and so I think this is the end. Is everybody wanting to end here? Like.
I mean, I don't really want to end, but if everybody else does,
I'd like to continue at least to the part.
It's already 8:30, so I don't really.
To the point.
I'm down to keep going.
Do something with the hole in the red maw. If that's what we're doing. I'm assuming that's what we're headed.
I think it's where you're headed. I was also possibly kind of waiting for David for that, but I think we could also probably like.
Oh, that's right.
We could put you guys in the hole if you wanted to, like. So I'm going to say after you've had a month kind of in town, at the end of that week, the reputation, there's rumors kind of being spread of this mysterious figure that came in, the blind fighter who swept the arena and then just disappeared and no one can find him.
Because he died.
Yeah, he died. Why are they trying to rub it in?
Yeah, he was terminally ill.
We fucking told him he was dying.
Yeah. Rumors spread. They changed the story changes.
And like you guys find Darren in the bar at another time, and he mentions how you guys find Darren like at one of these days just drinking in the bar, Eatermath.
What?
I'm gonna give him a back slap, and he has to make a strength.
The orchard guy.
Has to make a strength saving throw.
Oh yeah, I just didn't remember him. Sorry.
He took a 2, so he just he just face full of beer. He's like his face hits his breakfast and comes out, and he's like he's laughing, but it's really thin and weak this time. He's like, that's kind of getting old. And he's like, yeah. Have you guys seen Cinder around?
Nervously, just stay quiet.
Yeah, it's like I haven't seen her in a week.
Holy shit! Really?
And she's not one to, like, yeah, she went off to do one of her bar brawl things. She likes to go and pick fights with people. But then, I just haven't seen her in a while. I'm sure she's fine, but...
Maybe she picked the fight with the wrong person.
As you had literally 3 people helping you. And 2 pixies.
I'm just saying, man. Maybe she better match.
And so he just kind of like relays some of that information. You hear rumors kind of in the bars as people are talking about like, yeah, I saw the fight with the blind bandit.
The blind bandit.
The blind bandit. And they're like, yeah, he fought like the wind and disappeared in a breeze. And they're all kind of like, the rumors are getting more wild. Like, and like, yeah, he scared the piss out of the current champion. Like, so everyone's kind of talking about that.
Cool.
He sounds like someone I wish we could have on our team. Alas, he's probably dead.
Yep, dead. Probably dead.
Yeah, dead.
As dead as they come.
Yes, and
As
dead.
dead as dead gets.
Probably already in the ground now.
Yeah, right in the ground.
A shame, really.
Really. Well, anyways, shall we try our hand at the pit?
We going?
Yeah, Darren, do you think you might want to? Have you decided that you and your group would like to join us? Maybe
like-
not send her if we can't find her in time.
I don't know about the rest of them, but I'll go down with you guys. Fuck it.
Not Riven, you don't think he might want to join us, maybe? Perhaps?
You can talk to him, but I'm not getting in between your guys's. I don't know the history between you guys. Goes deeper than I want to swim in.
Fair enough. I wouldn't want to get you something involved that isn't your responsibility.
He's like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah, but I'll go down. I might not follow you all the way, but I could use a good stretch out, show you guys a little bit of the place.
We could use a guide, yes.
All right, it's a deal.
He's like, to be honest, I'm older than I appear. Like I know I'm young and good looking, but these old bones. So I haven't gone the full way, but I can show you at least a little of where we've been.
What kind of checks do I need to make Riven come along with us?
I mean, if you go talk to him, you could try your it'd be kind of like a skill challenge thing because it's so you'd have to win a few of them. And
yeah,
I don't think he would at this point. Like I think to where you could warm him up, like you could talk to him more, try to like find him maybe in the dungeon separately. But at this point, he doesn't trust you enough to just come with you.
That's a darn shame.
Yeah, so I would say not at this point. And then Darren kind of pipes up and he's like, but I'll tell him what a good guy you are, you know? It's like,
Any
I'm
good
sure
word would help, Darren.
he appreciates someone who can give a little 1-2 punch, you know.
Yes, I'm gonna give him.
And so as you guys approach Gundren and you each have to pay 300 gold to use as an entry fee to go inside.
Change.
So you guys are all paying to descend down in.
Yep.
Yeah, you're paying.
Just subtract it from my funds.
Your gratitude is much appreciated.
I think it might be
Silas.
easier too if we just make Silas the bookkeeper of the money.
Yeah,
they have a
probably
bag of
Can
holding.
do.
You guys can have like a party fund you take from.
Oh wait, so it's because technically Fang is here with us, right?
Yeah, I would
Oh,
say.
goodness,
Well,
it's
actually,
you.
I'm not saying he wasn't there at any of this stuff. I'd say that he's probably doing his own research stuff.
So he's not going to come down to the hole with us?
Probably not this time.
Are you
I-
sure?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have him come down.
I mean-
He's not with you guys. I'll say that he could probably
But-
like catch up if he decides to. If he's there next time.
Okay, I see.
Darren's kind of your +1 at this point to even up the party.
Okay, but I'm not paying for Darren.
Darren does a persuasion check, looking at it, and he's like, "Come on, guys."
No, dude, you can whatever you come down and whatever you grab is yours to keep. Unless I want it or we want it, then we'll
beat the
discuss
shit out
that
of
when
you
the
and
time
take it from you.
comes.
He kind of grumbles and he's like, "This like, so we're not sharing. I see. It's a great way to start off our party dynamic, guys."
Fine.
He like grins and he shakes your hand. He's like, "Don't worry, I'll buy you a beer afterwards. It'll all even out."
A beer will even it out, he says.
And then so you guys kind of pay the fee, and Gundren kind of like points at his wall and he's like, "If you find anything for the wall, I'll pay a tidy sum for it." And the wall has a bunch of like weird looking artifacts, almost a full suit of armor, like ancient looking weird swords. Kind of like a glass case that has like artifacts behind it. And Silas, just glancing at this, you can tell that it's arcane, worded, and trapped out the wazoo. Just for all this stuff behind the, because he's displaying this with a bunch of adventurers and mercenaries and stuff, so he has it very well protected. And like not even hidden. It's just like obvious like signs. Like there's a sign that says like thieves will be teleported, not sure where to, and like also. And then yeah, so you guys kind of go to the center well, and then it kind of like grinds open as these interlocking teeth of the well top opens and glides outward, and it's this just giant pit that descends down into darkness and you can't see it. And there's a little like lever winch that has a platform you guys can stand on. And then Gundren's like, "In you go!"
All right.
In we go.
So you start to descend as it starts to drop you guys by like over 100 feet. You can feel it's a while. You guys are waiting as it just and it drops you down, and you can see this place where it was this large open cavern, and there's a few torches stuck in these wall sconces just to light up this one area, but it looks like it's been come through a lot, but a lot of they're not much in favor of leaving stuff behind. So there's like the one well area there, and it seems to branch off in two different ways, and then there's just darkness kind of in both. You can tell one way is natural cave as it kind of descends out, and another way starts to look more man-made and with architecture.
Okay, so the natural way is supposed to be like the ruins, stuff like that, which is like booby trapped out the wazoo. And then the man-made way should be the pale orcs.
Darren's like, "You got that mixed." It's like, "You let this guy lead you?" Like, geez.
Oh,
Memory of a
no.
goldfish, I tell you.
Opposite. Yeah,
And
so
then-
the man-made way is the ruins, and the natural way is the orcs.
He's like, "Yeah, they set up there these weird pale orcs. Kind of set up we set out that way because we figured no one went that way before. Like, doesn't look as enticing. The road less traveled, so we decided to travel it, see if we could find anything. But there was quite a few of them there, like a whole tribe of these pale blind orcs.
Maybe we'll come back.
And it's like on the other way, that's where the adventurers go. It's been well trodden. There's a lot of leavings, left behinds. You'll find evidence of people coming to and from there, and the maze where it goes into different paths. But no one's ever gotten even close to the end of it, as far as I can tell. There's quite a few places to stop any advances from these adventurers.
Did we rest before we went down
I'd assume
this way?
some time went by. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'd say you
yeah.
guys
Okay,
rested.
good. Then I'm going to reset my spells.
Yeah, you guys can
now.
reset those.
Okay.
Guys, what direction do you think we should go towards? Or do you want to split up?
We shouldn't split. We should not split up.
Yeah, we're definitely not splitting up.
I think the orcs sound more entertaining than the traps.
I mean, but traps, if we check for them, we can avoid them entirely. I don't know if we can avoid orcs.
Yeah, you're right. I'm indifferent. What do you guys want to do?
I'm sort of indifferent, but the orcs do seem to have probably more, not like more items, maybe more information, because it's probably the more dangerous route. So I feel like that's probably the most rewarding.
That's fair.
All right, we got 2 for orcs.
Let's go.
Plus, we can. They appear to be blind, so like maybe we can levitate over their village and go past it.
I'm sure there's probably ways around it, potentially. Excuse me.
So as you guys are heading that way, it's complete pitch blackness, the route that you're going.
Can can we like have a torch?
Yeah,
That we
I
just-
assume you probably have a torch at this point. And we're going to just say your rations and stuff. So the way I've done this is a 10-sided dice is normal rations. So that's like, you can go up to a 12-sided if you like are stocking food beyond an extra. And then the 20-sided I'm reserving for special moments where like if you have like magical food or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So I'd say that you guys have a 10-sided at this point. Wherever that would be. All right. So, yeah, I'd say that you probably would have a torch.
Okay, so we rested. gonna prestidigitation to light our torch, and we, okay. So the guy who's with us, he knows like about how far away these orcs are, right?
Yeah, he would be able to lead you kind of like to where he saw them.
Okay, so I guess we'll travel quickly, until we get to the area where like it's possible that orcs might be around here, and then we'll travel like quietly and stealthily.
So using Darren, he leads you down this path, and it's a fairly long cavern, and he takes you, and you guys spend some time, like a good amount of time walking, just talking amongst yourselves. And it's a long enough path that you do have an overnight rest, but Darren's able to show you to where, like a safe place he found before. So you're able to kind of find this alcove that's tucked aside, and you guys set up your alarm and do all of your nightly rituals and kind of rotate guards. It's an uneventful night. You guys wake up the next time. And I'll say there's not much to eat around here. Oh, but you guys are able to find Eddie likes to eat weirdo mushrooms, so he's just scrounging up and taste testing. So you're able to eat a set of mushrooms,
One last slice of lambless bread.
and then you guys are, so your rations die are okay there.
Yeah, I think we're winning.
And you guys, he leads you down like a further to this deep cavern with the torches out. He is telling you guys like very quietly, and even him speaking quietly echoes in the cave as it's a kind of echoey sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll play some ambient music.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm gonna take an ambient hit of weed.
you guys approach, so he's mentioning, even though he's talking quietly and it's echoing, he says, now these guys can't see as far as we can tell, so the torchlight won't disturb them. But can you not hear me or something? You were shaking your head.
Oh, I was just scratching myself.
Oh. And then, yeah, so he says that torchlight doesn't seem to disturb them. They can't see anything. And he looks to Elris, and kind of like you, and he waves his hand in front of you. He's like, but their ears are exceptionally large, almost bat-like, and they have an incredible sense of sound.
Very much like you, Elris.
He's like, so move very cautiously. No stone unturned. Don't make any sound. And you guys kind of go through, and in the dim, flickering torchlight, you're passing, and you see off in the distance kind of these, like in the very far reaches of the light, like the very dim, and it's not even visible except for the two of you with dark, and actually all of you have dark vision because Darren's a half elf, so you're able to see further than the light, like even the dim torchlight far away cast shadows. You're able to see silhouettes of these tents that seem to be kind of like put together with bone and stretched with leather kind of around them.
Mm-hmm.
And you see banners of, and not banners because like they have. You catch a quick glimpse kind of this white-skinned, like almost sickly white, like translucent almost, but with large hulking muscles that you can almost see the texture and the color of the muscles through the skin. The skin is so
Gross.
translucent. And then the eyes are like just like sealed shut. Like he almost doesn't have any. Like you can see where the eyes were, but they're just totally closed. And his ears are like giant bat ears that are kind of twitching constantly.
Ooh.
And the orc, and he stands fairly tall. He's like a big orc. You can see these rippling muscles beneath his translucent skin, and you can see as he's hunkered over, and you catch this echo because you're moving so quietly of him grunting in orcish to another orc, and you can hear them conversing. And I'd say they're probably like a few hundred feet out. You can only barely see them because of the dim light cast by the torch.
What is? Do we have anybody who understands Kish?
No, I do not have that ability.
What about
You know,
our
you're fine.
companion?
He's like, fuck, I don't know.
Okay. Well,
He's like, as far as I know, the only languages orcs speak is their grunts and the language of steel.
the language of what?
Of steel. He like
Oh,
has a
okay.
sword.
Yeah.
And you guys have to be like you're not even be able like to converse like that would be. I would say that none of this even happens because you're just gesturing. Like even the faintest hint of sound is.
Right. Okay.
And he actually, I would say, even before this, he puts out the torch and he asks you, "Is like, is there before you guys even get closer? He's like, is there any? Because a torch makes a crackling sound. So he's like, is there any other way of making light that you guys have? Something quieter, more silent."
I should be able to press the digitation in my hand, right?
I'm not sure if that makes light. I know, Silas, you have things that
Like
make
a
light.
candle, but
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
wait, what do you have?
It's like a low-level artificer ability where she can like enchant a rock to make it just glow like a torch, but it's silent, or any object really.
Okay, so here's my idea.
But don't I thought I have to touch that.
Yeah, I mean you could touch. I'm just saying like beforehand he would have wanted
Oh, okay.
the torch
yeah.
to be put out before approaching because it's too loud. And he actually gets down, and he's been this way before for all this, and he wraps cloth around all of your guys' shoes and tries to like make it as soft as possible. And none of you wear heavy armor, so you're able to not clank around.
Okay. Maybe I can minor. Okay, what about this? What if while we move, I make like a minor illusion small orc sounds to make us feel like we're orcs walking around?
I mean, you could try that if you wanted to.
So, I mean, you guys good? You want to try and just like walk right? Like
How do you know orc though?
I just heard them.
They don't know they're like. Why would they just assume that there's many orcs out here? Don't you
No,
think
no,
they
no.
would know that there aren't any besides themselves?
Okay, well that's one idea I have. My other idea is that I cast fly and I just like get a bird's eye view of the place with dark vision and just kind of like go over it and see if there's anything on the end.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. So here's the only catch.
You got to
Oh,
play your
God.
instrument.
I gotta play a lute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't
No,
think
we
that's
probably
an
can't do
option
that
then.
I don't. Well, you never know. You know that maybe they like the lute.
Come on.
We could all do disguise self as orcs. Well, that would be pointless. Never.
That wouldn't do anything. They're blind.
Yeah. I can.
Why don't we just sneak through like we had been?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can also make like while we're sneaking, I can go make like I can minor illusion like the sounds of insects or like a rat or something like that.
I don't think
The
we
opposite,
need-
like away from us, to make people like walk away from us or something like that.
I think if you're gonna make sounds, I think it should just be away from us, like in
Yeah.
a different direction.
Can I use my gloves of web slinging to get us across?
That just sounded so so like fantasy.
she is Spider-Man.
The gloves of web swinging.
I would say you've tried it before and it makes a sound, straight up Spider-Man. So it's a soft sound. You could potentially disguise it or muffle it or do something to distract from it. But there is a sound to it.
Or we could use my grease potion and just slide across.
Slide, she says,
Yeah.
until we hit a
Think
flat
that-
surface.
I think that too will also make too much noise.
Will
I was
it
just
though?
gonna like.
It covers a 10-foot. So grease covers a 10-foot area in terms
No,
of
but it
difficult
doesn't-
terrain.
But if we put it on our our feet.
Oh,
We
maybe.
just slide across.
Maybe.
What? No, you're dumb, Marissa. Haven't you ever put grease on your body and walked around the floor? Like, it's loud as shit.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
Well,
That wasn't serious. I was just
DM, is that possible or what?
It's an interesting idea. I don't know. It could be interesting for other situations. I'm not sure if it would be quiet.
I mean, I kind of agree with Elris. We just try to sneak.
Or we just fucking beat their ass.
We could try to do that.
No, I just
No,
think we
let's
just
just
try.
try sneaking first.
I think we're overthinking it. We overthink a lot of things, and I think we should
Yeah,
just try
let's
more
sneak,
quickly
let's
through it.
sneak.
Let's try to
sneak.
Let's just go. Let's just.
Okay, you sneak. Eddie, did you want to do minor illusions? Try to like muffle sounds from
Yeah,
other
I'll
directions?
sneak with minor illusion and like give like weird things like a rat that he might want for dinner that is going on over there or something like that. He gets up and runs away from.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody make stealth checks.
Do we have advantage?
No.
Can I help someone and then they help me and then we all help
No.
each other for advantage?
I get
God.
+2 to that, so it should be a 13.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh my god,
No.
I'm terrible.
Silas is crawling on me, so she
Oh
doesn't
my
need to.
god, we are
make
fucking.
stealth.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm
Trash.
climbing on Elris, so I don't need stealth.
I might allow that as your.
You will
totally
allow it.
quiet. Maybe.
Well, you're on the couch tonight.
Likes the couch.
So only one of those succeeded, and Darren rolled really low. So as you guys are coming, like just this soft, like the minor illusion is over there, so I'd say that muffled one of your guys' rolls. So you can tell as the orcs perk up their ears, and they're like, and then they have these big bat-like snouts too, just, and they're like sniffing the air. Their ears are turning all directions, like towards the sound. And as you're moving, you can hear like a faint, like even with your muffled footsteps, it's just a soft sound of like, because it's total silence beyond that. And they're actively looking for something now, but they haven't directly seen you, so that you can hear them grunting to each other, and like more are kind of coming out of these tents, the bone tents that are wrapped in leather. So you're sneaking
All right.
past, and they're starting
We're
to
still
look
going?
around. Yeah, so you're still moving as they're looking around. And as you guys are, which direction are you just trying to sneak further in? Are you trying to sneak into like one of their camps, or?
I'm trying to make my way into a tent.
You want to go into a tent?
No,
All right.
I'm trying to move past the village or whatever it would be.
So
called.
I'll say you guys are trying to just, because this is like a village on the side, like it's just this little collection of huts that seems to be kind of put off. And as you guys are walking one way, two of these orcs start, because they just flank out going in all directions because they don't know which the sound is coming from, but two of them are starting to head in your direction. And I'd say you guys are making it past the camp, but these two coming to explore that area are on a way to intersect you.
So they're like head on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to minor illusion like at the wall, 30 feet behind us.
Okay. What do you?
So like, I just want to make like a something like an animal, like a small animal.
Okay, like a small animal there. And then anyone else doing anything?
Should we all just,
I can make noises with my thing too, so.
Okay.
Should we all just stop and wait for them to pass?
I'll say with those two,
They probably
Silas
smell us.
Silas left behind like a little pebble he touched as you guys like left, and it was like almost like another timer. And as you guys come past these orcs that are coming in towards your direction, Silas mentally triggers one of the little stones, starts making just a bunch of racket, like just a bunch of noises way off back where you guys started. And immediately the orcs like swivel and their ears catch towards it, and they start to run on all fours back towards where that sound is coming from. And so you guys are able to quickly get out as the two of them run back towards that direction. And as you guys are going further, you've left past this little village, and you're still holding, Silas is holding out his little glowstone that's projecting like a soft light around you guys, and you guys are squinting to make out details using your dark vision. And Elris, you're kind of keeping your ears out, and you hear the soft footfalls of these orcs behind you, and it seems like they're trying to be cautious and quiet too. And you guys start
like following us.
No, they're going back the other
Or-
way, but just all of their footsteps seem to be they're very
okay,
aware
alright.
of this silence in these caves as well. And you start to get closer, and you hear a soft, echoing drip, drip, drip sound of water. And you guys are going further, and that drip sound starts to widen. And Darren actually, he like risks a little whisper. He's like, "We've never gotten this far before." And you guys like go past the first village there. And as you hear this drip sound that starts to get a little louder into the sound of a stream, and you see water carving a little way through this rock kind of formation. And as you guys go further, you see a kind of tucked into an alcove, like way further on, this larger encampment. It looks like the other tents, but it seems to be much more constructed, put together. You see animals that you can't quite make out as you're squinting, penned, hooked up next to these, and it looks to be seems to be much bigger, more defense. This seems to be like the encampment of where one of the leaders might have been. And I think at 9, I think we're going to end there because I'm actually running out of material here.
Okay. Well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a good session.
We'll do
That
some
was a
quick
great
recap.
session.
You guys got, I'm going to say 15 EXP. And
That's a lot.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I feel like every few sessions of doing something, like every 4 or something, you guys should level at this point.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that maths out, but I feel like it gives you guys some time in your levels. Depending, maybe like we'll take some. But I think for that one, that was one of my. I like that one, so that was fun. And did you guys want to do any going over anything like bookkeeping, figuring out anything, or what?
No,
I don't know if you
I don't
guys
have
did
anything
something.
new. So
Nah.
Silas is
Well,
mainly
I
the
don't-
one to where like I want to double check because it's like during times of resting, did you do something? Did you like?
I guess I had that amulet, but I mean,
Yeah,
like,
because I'm waiting for you to tell me if you do like crafting and stuff during like rest periods or downtime. But I'll also just kind of remind you that you can.
oh man, I'm good.
Silas, hello.
Yeah. I mean, I just figured you and I could always do that later.
Okay.
But I think I got like as far as like you know, the like the gold and stuff, that's already taken out, as well as my alchemy points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So any other stuff I do in my downtime, yeah.
Just do another. How about this? Because we'll say during that long rest, you would have tried one more potion set. So do another.
Yeah,
triple
I'd be
roll.
down with that.
Yeah. So do another triple
Okay,
roll.
what do I do again?
It's an Arcana,
It's
a
Arcana.
Dexterity, like a sleight of hand, and then a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Arcana. Okay, does it look like a 3 and a 17 to you guys?
It's cocked, but I see the thing has
Yeah.
recorded a 3, so 3 it is.
That's not fair. I feel like it should have been the 17.
Okay, it's
I
3 for
hate
that one.
these dice. They're so
Dexterity
stupid.
saving throw. And then, +2 because it's a sleight of hand. I forgot about that, but yeah, that's that one.
You
and then
added my my modifiers to the 10.
be +3, yeah, and you got to beat a
Alright,
15.
so
So
three,
sorry,
whatever.
these both aren't. And then flubbed. So
This
you
is
actually
garbage.
you spend 100 of your alchemy points with one of your experiments, and you make butter, literally butter. It's like a sweet tasting butter.
Nice. Nailed it.
Churn some butter, baby. Add butter to your inventory.
I'm not gonna add
Margarine.
butter to my inventory.
We could
Hey,
we could use
Butter's
it.
super useful.
We have
Is it-
grease. Why would we need butter?
You have 1 vial of grease.
And then we have a tub of butter.
I don't think a single stick of butter is gonna matter.
It's like a tub of butter, like a
Never
a
know.
Lando Lakes pound of butter.
Might need to squeeze through something. You know.
That was fun. I
Well, what do
enjoyed
we
the
need?
Butter check.
Whatever.
Yeah, you could literally if you were like trying to squeeze, and she's like, I have this
Would
butter
grease not
from a
do
year
the
ago.
exact same thing?
But are you going to use grease at some point? It'd be so funny where someone's trying to squeeze, and you're
I
like,
tried
I
to
have
use it now,
butter.
and you said that I could not. So
You tried to use it to be silent. Like you could use it. It makes you slippery, not quiet.
okay, you get greased up, and then I'll push you across the room, and we'll see if you make much noise.
Okay,
What the fuck?
that's what we're doing
Nice.
tonight, boys.
I mean, have you guys seen that Junji Ito manga of the about the
No.
grease?
I need to read. I have known nothing about Junji Ito.
Dude, it's so
That
fucking.
was pronounced Ito.
I call him Gigi.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle.
The
Gigi.
word, the pronunciation of the sound I doesn't exist in Japanese culture. It's E. Like Tamagotchi, E.
Man, he just weebed you. He just alpha
Yeah,
weebed
that's
you.
the-
No, I literally I literally spent like a pretty solid amount of time just like studying. Like I can write the Japanese alphabet. Well, I used to be able to. Like I used to, yeah. Like I was pretty fucking weeby back in high school.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
well,
were?
Colin,
You were?
Oh yeah, if you didn't know, don't you know?
Wowzers.
I'm implying that you're still a fucking weeb, Colin.
No, like because like their alphabet is like chopped into like 2-letter things. Like there's no like other than vowels. Like because it's like ra, re, ro, ru, ta, ti, to, tu, shit like that.
I'm ignoring him. Hey, Shay, when can you play Fighters?
Well, tomorrow's Marissa's birthday and my family thing. Maybe Tuesday.
It's your family's birthday, too?
My entire family has a birthday tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Okay, well, I have the entire fucking week, and I'm going crazy already, so.
Dang. I got a book recommendation. I can send you a free book. I can send you Way of Kings for free.
I can't
Download.
read.
God, you and Colin, illiterate fucks. Like,
I can read Japanese better than I can read fucking English.
man.
I rather read manga and or I just don't like fiction. That's just a big thing in my.
Have you tried Hollow Knight?
Yeah,
You're like, I don't
have
like
actually.
fiction as you play Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't like reading fiction.
Guys,
feel
listen
ya.
to this. Somebody's selling their Mega Charizard collection, and they
Mega
said,
Charizard.
I ignore
Collection.
cheap baller offers. This collection got me laid a lot.
That's hilarious.
That's just crazy.
If he's
Alright,
getting
good.
laid a lot,
Hey.
it's not the Pokemon collection. It's
Quick.
his charisma.
I recommend just quick.
The last thing it says is, I will not accept feet pics as payment. Okay, what, Shane?
I want you guys to just, if you got a sheet of paper or the note app on your phone or something, just do a quick review to write down so you guys remember, like a quick, like literally bullet points, like 5
Can't we
bullet
just type
points.
it into the chat?
Keep it note. You can open like I think a thing in Roll20 for yourselves, maybe like a
I can't just type it in the chat. Like,
no, because that's
Yeah,
not
there's
going
a
to
thing
be
in Roll20.
records. Like I'm just saying, like
There's a
for
note
personal.
sheet in Roll20.
You guys should have like
character
a
sheet.
spiral sheet 20-cent notebook of just like notes for yourselves to review. Like
damn, that's a lot of work.
it's
Shane.
literally 5 bullet points. You just write
What the fuck do
5
you
bullet
want us to
points.
write down?
Literally, and it just record like just be like Cinder is
Ah.
Aravel would be something to record, or
But I
there's-
want to just put it.
I already have that in
Okay,
my Roll20
but I'm
notes.
saying like, or Darren's name is like Darren's. Like I keep
Oh, I
saying Darren.
literally,
I don't remember him at all.
I
Like,
have
what if
had
I-
Darren written down.
He was the
have
orchard
his
At the
guy.
very beginning,
At the
I
very
said
beginning.
Darren Ederman dash owned the orchard.
Yeah.
Now an adventure again.
I'm not
despite
saying if
being
you're doing-
old as fuck.
Yeah, you're doing that thing where it's like, if you're doing it good, cool. But I'm saying everyone should do their own version of that.
Okay, leave me alone.
Eddie
then.
literally has an indestructible journal. Like,
He's just not doing anything.
yeah. What's he doing with it? Like,
What's he doing with it?
Yeah,
I
if you
don't
just
know,
open
man,
up,
it
if you
doesn't have a notes app in it.
yeah,
I
if you open up a
can't
note
look
app
at
on your phone or like a Word document, and you literally just bullet points, like one sentence, like
Okay.
it's just useful. All right, all right.
All right.
I think my headache is coming back on this one, so I'm going to sign off for here. But I
See you
recorded. I
guys.
think
Good
I think
night.
this one recorded. Yeah, this one recorded. Cool. So, all right.
All right. Oh, hey, is anybody still interested in playing Magic? Because
I'm tired.
I'm getting wrapped up in for the next hour or so.
I'm tired, and I may.
Now I'm
go to
probably
sleep.
gonna do Overwatch or watch something.
Okay.
Shane wants to watch Naruto.
That fucking face you're making, Shane.
I gotta take care of them. I just have this. That's why I kind of ended the session too. It's like I'm having that.
Is that how
creeping
your head
headache.
feels?
It is.
Whatever it is you're doing with your teeth.
Yeah. That's how it feels. So I just want to like kind of get rid of whatever the fuck this thing is. And I gotta work on the next session here.
Good night, guys. I'll talk to you all later.
Good
See
night.
ya.
Kyle.
Bye.
Well.
All right, I'm signing off as well, guys. We'll see you
Alright.
later.
See ya.
See you later.
Shit, if I can click.
Boop.